Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
How
you
are
doing?
ya?
Nice to see you. What's going on? How you feeling how you feeling on the first day of spring? Feeling good?
Yeah, feeling great.
Yes.
Feeling very, very good. And you?
Well, I mean, come on. What's not to feel good about?
Right.
We're dancing. We're romancing. We're first day of spring. Summer right around the corner. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, don't you know? So
It is. I put on my sweater and put it on.
You got a big weekend planned. It's Friday.
I think so, yeah.
And it's Good Friday. A lot of people off today. What's the story on that?
I know my wife at the Christian school is off today. It's good to be Christian.
Right, it is. It is.
I was once doing, when I was like coming out of college, I was asked to do like, it's a long story. I don't want to hit you with it now, but
Oh, gee.
it was just the weirdest thing. I was doing this like fill-in. They needed some hack little radio station, and I don't even remember how. It was a one-day thing. I got a chance to like read the news, and I hate news.
Wow.
I don't like news. It's not my thing. But you know, when you're in between your junior and senior in in college, and they ask you to read the news for some whatever. Like, I don't even know if it had as many watts as my hairdryer at the station. But anyway, I read the news, and they demanded I said at the beginning of every newscast, Good Friday morning to you. And I just got confused. I'm like, well, it's not Good Friday. They're like, no, that's the way we say it, though. Good Friday. You have to say Good Friday morning. And it just,
that is kind of weird.
I guess it's fine, and no one else will think that's weird. And can I say Happy Friday?
No.
No. That's not how we say it here. Good Friday morning to you. That just reminds me too much of Good Friday, though.
Good Friday morning.
And I'm fighting with the guy.
Good Friday morning to you.
Something so meaningless, and
Wow.
a Good Friday morning.
Good Friday morning to you.
Yeah, today's the only day it works for me.
I know. Wow. And on Monday was a good Monday morning.
That was always their thing, yeah.
Really?
A good morning, a good Monday morning, a good Tuesday morning, a Wednesday morning. I think you get the pattern.
Wow.
But my one day to do was, and I screwed it up so bad. I was so awful, and I hated it.
Never again do we ever want you to fill it.
But I just wanted something for my resume at the time, I guess. And, I made it like, I did 5 years of news. I did one day, and I hated it. And they made me say, a Good Friday morning to you. And every time it's Good Friday, I think of that.
So unless, like, if the Twin Towers came on that morning, Good Friday morning to you.
Yeah, I think they probably would have still made it say yes, a Good Friday morning. On September 11th, it was a Tuesday morning.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering.
A good Tuesday morning to you, and the world is going to hell in a handbasket.
Right.
But a Tuesday morning.
Oh, he said good Tuesday morning to me. The day's going to be
So I'm there for one day filling in. I'm fighting with the general manager of the station, who was the same guy as the program director and the same guy who was on the air that day. And the midday host, and the afternoon.
Right.
A drive home spectacular.
And dressed up as the Money Bunny as well during the weekend.
Yes.
Handed out prizes.
The free ride home, they used to call it.
Wow.
Something like that. I don't remember. It was weird.
Cool.
Free ride. Free ride.
What does that mean, free? Like, why was it a free ride?
Like you're getting all the music for free. You should be happy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't have to put quarters in your car radio.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Super.
They were promoting that they were giving you a free ride home.
Oh, that's good to know.
Free music.
They're the station that doesn't charge. Sweet.
They're the station.
But, I think about them once a year.
Yes.
On Good Friday.
On Good Friday.
So a Good Friday morning to you, Terry.
A Good Friday morning to you.
Thank you.
The T-Man Show. We're Drew Lachey and Cheryl Burke doing more than a Texas two-step on Dancing with the Stars national tour. Rumors were flying after Star Magazine reported that Drew, a married father of one, and Cheryl, who was once linked romantically to Matthew Lawrence, were caught doing stuff we'd rather not describe while on the road. Drew's rep emphatically tells E! News, quote, the story in Star is completely false and could not be further from the truth. Cheryl's rep adds, quote, the story that Cheryl is involved with Drew Lachey started 2 years ago when they were partners on Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. It wasn't true then, and it isn't true now.
All right, so let me see if I understand this correctly. Drew Lachey and old girl
Cheryl
there,
Burke.
She was his partner. I think
2 years ago,
recall that on Dancing with the Stars. They won it all. Now they're on Dancing with the Stars World Tours.
Well, you know how they go on tour after every little season. Each
and they go from city to city doing their little dance thing.
Yes, they do.
And he's a married father of one.
When they were partnering, his wife was pregnant at the time.
I have analyzed all the evidence, and there's no doubt in my mind he's twisted her up as only a bisexual man can do, Terry.
Bisexual.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
They can't work in that kind of fashion. There was those rumors when they were first on the show.
Right,
and
because of the fire between the two.
She was sitting out, too realistic looking. Yeah. She was sitting out there in the crowd with dumbass Nick and cheering him on. I remember that.
Yeah.
And he was doing her then, and he's definitely doing her now.
Oh,
end of story.
Really?
Anytime a rep emphatically denies,
I know.
that means it's true.
I know. They don't just deny and they go, oh, no big deal.
Oh, no way!
Exactly.
Do you think that worked? Do you think they bought that?
Yeah.
There's no chance! You think they're buying this?
Be a little stronger about it.
That's the words in the story. His reps emphatically denied that anything is going on.
Right.
So, I don't hear about the Dancing with the Stars.
They do... I don't know.
One day you'll get it. It's all right. They just fly around the country, arenas.
Yes, they do. They go to every arena that they... And they even came out with a whole list of different arenas. So.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then I think American Idol, once this is done, they do the typical American Idol tour.
Well, American Idol tour I've heard of. The final 12, they tour, and that's always been the case. And you hear about that when they come to your town. But I'm just wondering why I don't hear about the Whirly Twirly Stars, Terry.
Probably because you aren't interested in the Whirly Twirly Stars.
Well, I'm not interested in American Idol's Final 12 either, to be honest, but I hear about that. I feel the buzz. Mm-hmm. But do they get any kind of crowd when the Dancing with the Stars
They do well, I believe. I don't know exactly.
People show up for that stuff.
I don't know if they sold out every arena that they went to, but I know they did pull some people.
Yeah.
Crowds.
Mm-hmm. Drew Lachey is one of their feature marquee kind of talent that they have on the Dancing with the Stars Whirly Twirly little tour.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And people go and see it when it comes to town, or what?
I don't know anybody personally unless...
Terry, can you get me tickets, please? You get that
I wanted to go.
I don't get any of that. See, I know when a concert or something big is coming to town because my cell phone blows up and people I haven't heard from in months, years start text messaging me and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's something our stations would do or not.
People don't care.
Yeah, I'm hearing, I don't know, Sasquatch, something or other stuff, and, things like, what are some of the things through the days?
Hannah Montana was, pretty ridiculous.
Oh, my gosh. I was embarrassed to tell people I couldn't even get Hannah Montana tickets. I bought someone that is close to me tickets on StubHub.
We don't actually play that, so not a big affiliation here.
All right.
People don't care. They think you have just big rolls of tickets everywhere.
Yeah.
Just pull as many as you want off like toilet paper.
Well, sometimes we do, and a lot of times we don't if it's not a concert that is really music we play. But they assume, we can get anything, and sometimes I'm in the mood to tell them that I can't, and I have no problem with that. And sometimes I'm embarrassed to say I don't have that kind of pull, so I just go on StubHub and buy it.
Yeah, well, the 2007
I pulled these out of the drawer.
Girls I used to screw, and I just want them to remember me well.
That's pretty cool.
I was like, oh, yeah, no problem. I just got them. I just pulled them off my desk, and if you need any more, just let me know.
Please don't call.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Yeah, they did a huge tour last year in 2007, starting back in December. So
and people go to this crap is my question.
Well, and actually,
I ain't getting any text messages. I ain't getting any calls from people wanting tickets. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, well, maybe your friends aren't really into this kind of thing. I don't know.
My friends into every kind of thing that's got any kind of impact.
Okay.
Anything big, I get messaged. Anything big, I get calls. This ain't big.
All right, well, they do well, and nothing's been canceled, and they had a huge laundry list. Up until February 10th of 2008 was the last little performance.
They're all over the map.
They had Marie Osmond, Jonathan Roberts, Cheryl
Stop
Burke,
right there. I'm in. I'm stage
Mark
diving. Look out, dude.
Bellis, Joey Lawrence, Edita, and Monique Coleman. Those were the performers.
Oh, the Monique?
Yeah, the Monique.
Not the comedian Monique.
Oh, that'd be quite the dancing exhibition right there.
I didn't know they had a Dunkin' Donut Center.
The Dunkin' Donut Center?
Yeah,
You're excited about seeing them there?
Oh, that's
Terry's just picturing a stage all smothered in donuts.
Yes, if you lick the stage, it's like frosting.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'd be like kind of excited to drive a little quicker to the Dunkin' Donuts Center than your average arena, Terry?
Yes.
Jeez. Okay, I've had enough donuts. Now let me go to the Pepsi Arena to wash it all down.
Time to go. Going to the Honda Center.
Very cool. Very cool.
Get in my car.
All right, so they go to big arenas is what you're saying.
Yeah, they do.
Well, something tells me the arenas are more than half empty, and that's what kind of frustrates Drew and his little whirly-twirly little pal there, and they go back to the little hotel that they put him up in, the Red Roof Inn, and they start calling each other from one room to another, and they're like, well, let's just do it already. And
well, he wasn't on every single tour either. So, I mean, you know, they switched the dancers out.
The days were so long, Drew, without you here. Now that you're here, I could actually put a little kick back in my dance step. How's that bitch wife of yours doing?
Wow.
Pretty good.
Oh, I don't mean to call her that, Drew.
No, you're right. You actually nailed it.
You know they're doing each other, Terry.
Well,
why are they denying it?
Well, she was actually linked to Joey Lawrence's brother.
And the person who knows it the most is Drew Lachey's wife.
Right.
I know you're doing that, slut! I can see it on your face!
See about the whole bitch thing I was talking about?
That's the kind of conversation that's going on behind closed doors.
That's why he's on tour.
In the Drew Lachey home.
Wow, really?
The tour can't last long enough.
That's why every once in a while he needs to go out for a few months on tour.
Now we're going to Saudi Arabia next month, honey. We'll be gone for a while.
Yes.
Well, like I said, they went to all the major,
they're doing
arenas and everything like that.
Doing each other, I guarantee it. They can't wait for the shows to be over so they can get back to the room to have mediocre sex.
Mediocre? You really think she's mediocre?
I got to see pictures of her. I think with him she's mediocre. With
really?
me, another star. I think I remember she's pretty damn hot. I like all the girls that I see. It's amazing I don't actually watch the show at all. Because all the dance girls I see on Dancing with the Stars actually do it for me. Like the one who was with, I told you, Lil Floyd, Terry, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Who was it?
She, to me, was so freaking hot. I wanted her so bad for the 5 minutes I watched that show.
Okay.
For the 5 minutes of that season that I watched. And the only reason was to see Pretty Boy Floyd for 5 minutes. And she, to me, was just outrageous, Terry. You want to see outrageous looking. I wanted her so bad, then I turned the channel.
Oh. Well, and then we all know that Mario Lopez, even though he's claiming he's still kind of single, he and his dance partner have been together for a while. I think that was is that edited? I can't remember.
And he has had some fine, top quality looking ladies.
Yes.
Don't forget he's also had a curly mullet.
Curly mullet.
I don't know why we've forgiven him for that.
Allie Landry.
You want to see Cheryl?
All the Doritos you can eat. This is who now? This is the one that Drew Lachey's with?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would totally.
Why doesn't totally Nick or somebody
I wouldn't
famous?
be able to be on tour with her and not be able to do her every night. I'll tell you that right now. All right? Cancel my tour with her.
All right.
Because, I mean, you set yourself up. A lot of times, in order to stay faithful in this world, if you truly want to stay faithful, for whatever reason, if you truly want to be a faithful person, you cannot put yourself in situations that you obviously can't resist. That's the truth.
Okay.
The key to being faithful, if you truly are inspired to be faithful in this world,
listen up, everybody,
is keep yourself out of situations that are going to be trouble.
So don't grind on a hot chick with a six-pack every night?
Grinding on a hot chick with a six-pack every night, the chances are one of these days you're going to break down.
Yeah, she's...
All right?
Yeah, she's...
You don't go on tour grinding up against Cheryl Burke and expect to be faithful.
Night after night. All sweaty with her.
And then, and then go back to a hotel that the ABC network has provided for you. Or whoever's behind this little shindig tour.
Hey, you want to get a bite to eat? No, we'll stay in and get a little room service.
She's 5'4". She's 23.
Well, here's your appetizer right here, big boy.
And I'm going to need more than that. I'm hungry.
She also was paired with Emmett Smith.
I bet.
Let's see. She won with him as well.
She's won everywhere she's gone.
And let's see.
Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, the keys to marital and boyfriend-girlfriend success if you're looking to be in a monogamous relationship, Terry.
Okay.
Monogamy is something that has to be... there's maintenance that must be done.
No, absolutely, yeah.
To keep yourself monogamous.
Right.
And throwing yourself in an adjoining room with Cheryl Burke is not the key to keeping yourself monogamous.
Right.
So in other words, all I got to do is open this little door here and you're on the other side all naked? No, I think I'll be faithful tonight.
Yeah, pass. Joining a bowling league with your friends that you work with at the factory, that helps keep you faithful. Right? Going bowling with the guys.
Less, of course, that little office manager slut is showing up with her little bowling shirt on.
Oh, I'm so drunk. I'll show you when I put the fingers in the bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Pick you up like a six-pack.
Jeez, you guys.
Keep yourself out of those situations.
That is a good point.
That actually is a very solid...
Unless you want a little side action.
Hard to be rational in irrational situations. I get it.
Now, as hot as Cheryl Burke looks, Terry.
She's Filipino and Irish.
Yeah, of course. Now I know why she looks so hot to me.
Yes.
Man.
A crazy combo.
Wow. Have a little lumpy and a green beard. And
you're good to go.
I'm excited. A little pod set and a little, Lucky Charms.
People in Ireland love Lucky Charms.
I know they're eating it right now.
Yep, potatoes and Lucky Charms every day. That's all they drink.
What a combo.
Get wasted every night.
As I was about to say, as hot as Cheryl Burke looks, Terry, she is not as hot as whoever the one Floyd Mayweather Jr. was with. She's got a little Hispanic. She's got a little Spanish.
Is that Mario Lopez's?
I don't know who she is. I don't know her name. All I know is I saw her for 5 minutes, and as hot as Cheryl Burke is, she beats her. So you find out from me who she is. I'm sure a lot of people are listening right now and know it already, but that one was trouble for any guy. Now, luckily, Floyd Mayweather Jr., to my knowledge, is he married or not? I think he's got a kid.
Who was it? Wasn't he just linked with Chili?
Oh, yeah, he told us that the other day.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's smart. He's not married.
Because left eye.
Karina Smirnoff, which is Mario Lopez's little...
She even got the right name.
Yeah,
With a lemon twist. America loves Smirnoff.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, that's one that Mario Lopez is.
Terry, as soon as I'm flying into any airport, the first thing I see is America loves Smirnoff. How am I supposed to keep myself out of trouble?
But
I see big signs that say America loves Smirnoff. How am I supposed to resist?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, that's her.
Please. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. may or may not be dating Chili right now because left eye was taken. She's taken by heaven or what?
Yeah, she's taken by heaven.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm glad we could be up to speed on all the 6 degrees of Dancing with the Whirly Twirly Stars.
Oh, geez. And she's not... She's like Russian or something.
Did Smirnoff give that away?
She's Ukraine. Well,
she's from the Ukraine,
yes.
and where else? She's Ukrainian.
She's yes,
Ukrainian and Filipino and Irish.
Niet.
What a combo!
The T-Man Show.
It's Hannah Montana, a.k.a. Miley Cyrus, swarmed by a horde of crazy fans.
Oh, wow.
Well, you might want to look again, because that is not the Disney darling at all. It's just her new wax figure that got unveiled today at the Madame Tussauds Museum in New York.
Wow, that's pretty fast.
Yeah, it is.
She's already got a wax figure. I thought he used to have to establish a career for at least 5 to 10 years before they'd make wax figures of you.
Apparently not anymore.
But she's such a meteoric, major success that she's breaking all the rules.
Yep.
Or it's probably like more in today's situations. They'll just make wax figures of whoever will bring the people in at the moment. And she brings in the people, Terry.
She does.
So whether she's around 10 years from now, we don't care. We're making a wax figure of her, and we ain't looking back.
Right.
Because she's what's hot. Look at all the people swarming around her wax figure looking to get a picture.
Yes.
But wasn't there something about having to establish and have staying power for like 5-10 years minimum before they start thinking about making wax figures of you?
That's what I thought.
It's kind of a Hall of Fame thing, you know?
Right.
It's kind of like the
Marilyn Monroe and Muhammad Ali and people like that.
Roman's Chinese theater kind of thought, and the Hollywood star. But now they're giving Hollywood stars to Kermit and everyone. So Kermit's been paying his dues for years.
With Miss Piggy and all.
Yes.
No, there was something. I mean, at least Michael Jackson had the decency to look like a wax figure. That helped him get in.
Kind of break you in before you had to see his true wax figure. All right, well, whatever. She's been around for, good 3-4. I don't know how long she's been around now.
Paris Hilton even has one in there.
Does she?
I thought I saw her standing by her wax figure at one point.
Wow, Paris too?
Speaking of bringing in the people, Pasty was telling me something during the break that must be discussed at some point this morning. I guess now before I forget, I might as well talk about it now. Pasty was telling me there's a lot of aspects that we need to cover as far as what Pasty was telling me during the break, Terry.
All right.
He was telling me during the break that he was on gay phone operators in his chat room last night.
In the gay phone stick cam room?
Yeah, which, by the way, right then and there makes me feel kind of... Well, there's so many angles I want to take this conversation already. First of all, how gay has monopolized, how gay has manipulated Tari Cam into kind of steering people over to his chat room.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's the after party of Tari Cam every morning.
But he is.
How he's manipulated. I know he is. But how he orchestrated that is not right. However he did it, I know he's got his little gay ways. But everyone, I get the emails, Terry, everyone after the show is over says, okay, let's go over to gays now. Come on.
Yeah.
And you got like 50 people that were in Tari Cam.
Yes.
Like a good percentage, a quarter, or what, even if it's a quarter of the people. It's about 50 people that were in Tari Cam make their way over to Gay Cam on his little gay website, like he's affiliated with the TManShow.com and Tari Cam, like he's the official after party. He's not the official after party, and how he's convinced people of that is wrong.
He's smiling, by the way.
He's going to start selling advertising soon. You watch. The gay after party chat room is going to be sponsored by Anal Lube Express soon. You watch.
Well, speaking of those kind of things, I think that's kind of the...
Slide on in anytime.
That's right. Always open.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he does allow a little bit more risque activity on his cameras.
Right. So people get excited about that?
Well, yeah.
Well, you shouldn't. He shouldn't exclude the whatever kind of behaviors that he allows, Terry. What kind of stuff is he offering? First of all, I didn't give my blessing for this.
Right.
I didn't know it was happening before it was too late.
Right, I understand.
He turned the Tari Cam on-show antics into the gay phone operator after-show stuff on his own.
Yes.
He's very crafty like that.
I know he is. He's laughing now out loud.
Mm-hmm. Well, keep laughing. We'll figure out a way to shut it down if we decide we want to.
I love it.
Well, anyway, he's got people so convinced it's the place to be after the show's over that even Pasty Dave goes there now.
I've been guilty of that, too.
Fine, you're all going. I get it.
Yeah, but does Pasty make it like he goes, or he just kind of stumbled?
Pasty always makes it like he stumbled over there. Because he tells me, he says, last night I happened to be on gays.
One of those?
Like last night. It's not even like after the show, like the after party kind of situation. He's like, last night I happened to be on gays, chat room, camera thingy.
Oh, yeah. I hate when that happens.
And he goes to me, there was someone at Gay's house that you could see on Gay's personal camera that was like putting his finger in Gay's chest and screaming at him.
Maybe it wasn't his chest.
And Pasty Dave makes it like he was really genuinely for a few minutes there concerned that Gay was about to get killed or something like that.
Wow, really?
That's what Pasty told me. He said he was watching Gay on his camera, and there's some strange looking guy in his house who's yelling at him and pointing his finger at him.
Right.
And Pasty was really concerned that Gay was going to die that night.
Wow.
Last night.
Oh my gosh, you have people in the chat room who were there too saying,
you didn't see that?
No, I didn't go last night.
When you invite strangers over every day to your place.
You told me you were a cute chubby bottom. Where's the cute? You're not height weight proportionate, you freaking liar. That's probably what you weren't able to hear, but you were able to see, Pasty.
Wow.
I didn't know you look like an Easter egg all year round. I thought it was just for the holiday.
Yeah, no kidding.
He says he was not a stranger.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, but we're saying when you do that, we didn't know.
Fine, whether it was a stranger or not, it was a stranger to Pasty Dave, although I'm sure he'll get to know all these people more and more because he seems like he's addicted to Gay's chat room.
Yeah.
I heard you talking about it last week. I heard you talking about it earlier this week, and now I hear you telling me about it last night.
It's very rare.
You're a regular.
No. I wouldn't say I sit on there. I'll stop by, see what's going on.
So is Gay's
Stop by.
And then take off. Make an appearance.
I don't think they're asking for your appearance.
They really aren't. No, they really don't.
Where's Pasty tonight?
No.
It's not the same.
But they like it when you do, stop in and say hi and acknowledge. Gay likes
how this happened, Terry, is wrong. Gay phone operators shouldn't be able to have this kind of the listeners' kind of overall acceptance like this, Terry. It's not supposed to work this way.
Well, he's piggybacking on our idea.
Yeah. He's leeching off of us one too many times, and he didn't get consent. He didn't ask for our permission for this.
Right.
And there's something wrong about it.
So now we're the bottom.
He's an absolute parasite, Terry. And it's got to stop.
Oh, it says here, Pasty Dave is always welcome in my room. They love Dave. And then he said, too bad.
When is he going to change his outgoing?
Let's upset him and he'll change it.
Good. I'm going to upset him right now, I hope.
Little earpiece.
Because you know what?
Little earpiece in.
You can see
Just like I left him last night.
Good morning.
Oh, gosh.
Gay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we need to have a talk. First of all,
why?
Pasty's happy that you're just alive this morning because he was very concerned for your safety and your well-being last night, and you want to explain why some random, strange-looking guy who, just like every night, looked like he was a member of the Village People, was in your home, pointing his finger in your face and screaming at you. You want to explain that to Pasty, who was a little concerned and ready to dial 911? He had 911 already dialed. All he had to hit was the last one. He was that concerned for you.
There was a lot of people that were worried, actually, and I didn't realize that until I came back to the room because I had my screen turned off.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
No, a friend came over.
Right.
And
they're always friends, yes.
No, someone that has been to my place like 10 times.
Oh, geez.
At least 10 times.
I'm like, no, he had gotten in a fight with his boyfriend, and he was telling me about the fight. And
so
he was upset about it.
He was just acting out the fight he had, and it looked like he was screaming at you, but he was really just reenacting what he had gone through earlier that night.
No, he was just really upset and didn't understand why they got in a fight.
Whatever. You got yelled at. You went on Craigslist. You invited some random stranger over. He was not happy with the goods. And he screamed at you for false advertising. Right or wrong?
Wrong. It was an actual friend that I know.
Oh, an
I've
actual
known for a while. Yeah, an actual friend, not some random stranger that came over.
Now listen, how you've manipulated it, how you've gotten it to a point where at the end of every show that we do, you get all the listeners, or even if it's a quarter of them, whatever, to get excited about going to your friggin' website is wrong. All right? You didn't ask for permission. You're a leech, and it's got to stop.
I'm not stopping.
You didn't get our consent on this, and it's not right. Now, at least he's not making any money off it, Terry.
Right.
Yeah.
If he was smart,
I'm not trying to make money.
If he was smart, he would sell advertising because it's got that kind of popularity now.
Yes.
It's staying power. People sit there all day, and it's become a destiny. It's become a destination, I mean. And he's not bright enough to sell, like, as I said, put up banners for the, Anal Lube Express or whatever, but it's still wrong nonetheless. And I'm not happy about it, and I may shut you down.
There's no reason to shut me down. I was in number 7 room yesterday.
I know there's no reason to shut you down, and I may do it anyway. What do you mean you were the number 7 room yesterday?
Number 7 room?
For the most watched rooms yesterday, I was number 7 on the list.
What list?
On the rankings.
What rankings?
For Stickum.
For Stickum?
For Stickum.
So your room is so popular. They do ratings? They do rankings on Stickum?
Yes.
How many views and that kind
How
of
many
thing.
views and stuff like that, yeah.
Print me out these supposed ratings. I want to see. Do they have, do they list them online? Can you print them out?
I think so.
They are.
And you're telling me your room, according to all the rooms Stickum provides, was the 7th most popular yesterday?
Yes.
Terry, this has got to stop. I'm shutting it down.
No!
I didn't even know until this week that this was happening. All right?
Right.
I thought at the end of the show, Gay may sit there with like a
couple people here and there.
Cheesesteak Al or somebody.
Cheesesteak Al.
How you doing?
One person.
Teddy Bear Love.
I didn't know it was like 50 to 100 people all day long sitting in there. And when Pasty goes at night, there's like listeners galore still in there.
Right. Well, he does have regulars who are regulars here, and they do stay all day and all night from the show.
That ain't right.
Oh, we do. We play music, we talk, we chat, we have a good time.
It ain't right!
Get your own idea.
Get your own life!
Okay, so shut down every other room on there as well, because, they're doing it too.
What other room? What other rooms?
There's tons of rooms there. Anybody can have their own room.
But they're not leeching off of us. They ain't.
I'm not leeching off of you.
And if it's only because of the popularity now that it's become an issue, Terry. If it was just him and Cheesesteak Al, it would be fine. But now it's like all these listeners that day by day it's becoming more and more of a multiplying situation where listeners after the show will go to gay silly little website, and it ain't right.
It's not right. There's something weird about it.
There's something weird about it.
It's like going to a restaurant and saying, hey, everybody in here, listen up, come to my restaurant right now.
Right.
I'm having
This restaurant's closing, but mine's still open.
Yeah, exactly. That's just not right.
It's wrong.
There's other people that do the same thing in the Terry Cam room. When the room closes, they say, hey, come and listen to my room or go to my room. Not just me.
I don't know of them. I know of you, and I only know of you because Pasty said he thought you almost died last night. He thought he was going to see you face down in a dumpster.
Oh.
Whatever. Wiley does it. That stupid bitch-ass Urban does it.
Mm-hmm. I'm not worried about them. You're not getting that.
Well, don't worry about me.
I am worried about you.
Don't worry about me.
Because you're sucking off of the... Oh, yeah, I had to stop myself right there.
Yeah.
He's a parasite, Terry. Yes. I don't like your little gay laugh, all right? What is this? These are rankings?
Yes.
Well, we're number one, it looks like, huh? I'm actually had to catch myself. I was proud for a second. Terry, what is this? This is nothing. When you're up against Shaggy Live, whatever that is, and McDonald House and Rave Dance and whoever these sites are and people are, Film Freak. We're beating Film Freak, Terry.
Thanks,
very exciting. Look at Gay Phone Operator. Monthly we're number one. Yesterday, Gay Phone Operator, we were 10th. You weren't 7th.
It changes all the time when you go there because it keeps ranking the rooms.
All right, you know what? This has got to stop. This is nauseating, Terry. This isn't the way it was supposed to be. I'm not supposed to see Gay Phone Operators' silly little mug on any kind of ratings and or ranking sheets.
Yes, little face with this shirtless picture. It's so gross.
This is the gross.
Whatever, you know what? Why that? There's nothing wrong with that photo.
It's the most offensive photo I've ever seen in my life.
Well, people know you have your shirt off. You don't need that kind of picture. It's disgusting.
You couldn't look any more ridiculous to just add insult to injury here. All right?
Whatever.
I mean, most gay people can actually wear clothes. You don't have to be shirtless because you're gay, right? I mean, you can have a shirt on.
This is so sad.
You can't even tell if I'm wearing a tank top or not. You know what? All you see is my neck and the top of my chest.
I've always prided myself on ratings. This is the first time I see myself at the top of a monthly rating sheet that I am so embarrassed of. It's nothing against Stickham, but the fact that Gay Phone Operator is somewhere on the sheet is very wrong.
Right.
All right? Where is my career gone, Terry?
I don't know.
What the hell's going on here? Gay? You cut it out right now!
No, I'm not giving up my room. You take everything else away in my goddamn life. You're not taking this away.
What'd you take away?
What am I taking away in your life?
Besides your obesity.
I do the fun. You always cancel on me, or you take away, or you don't let me do it.
I gave you your life back!
Whoa!
He took away your obesity. That's what he took away.
Yeah, he did. He saved my goddamn life. Are you happy? No, you're not. You'd rather see me dead.
You should be happy.
Actually, now, looking at this list, I really regret what I've done.
Wow. Regret it.
I was supposed this was... It was supposed to be the obituary section, Terry.
Oh, wow.
And instead, it's the Stickham rankings.
Yes.
That I'm reading here. About Gay Phone Operator.
You'd rather I was dead. I know.
If I would have rather you have died, would I have done what I was able to do in that situation? So don't talk craziness, but also don't live off the fat. Don't you be a leech off of what we do and then take it and run with it from 10 a.m. on. All right? That is not right, and it's going to stop now.
No, because I'm not trying to make money or anything. I'm trying to have fun and make friends. What's wrong with that?
The funny thing is, Terry, I can't figure out what I can do about it.
Right.
Normally,
you can just pull the plug.
I feel completely impotent here, Terry. Normally, I have the power to do what I need to do.
Right.
In this situation, I'm trying to figure out how I can stop this. I can't think of a damn thing.
Right.
And that's frustrating. So you're going to have to say, T-Man, because you have been good to me, and really the only friend I've had over the past so many years.
Pretty true.
Because this is bothering you so much, I am going to suspend my chat room for a week or so just to kill off some of the hysteria that's going on there on a day-to-day basis. You're going to do that because that's what you should do based on our history as friends over the past number of whatever years.
Excuse me? I'm not giving up my room.
That would be the right thing to do. Now, you'll probably do the wrong thing.
I'm going to be wrong.
Oh, he is going to be wrong.
Thought you might. This is so gross, Terry. And it's so upsetting. And I'm telling you, one of the parts of it that is the most upsetting is that I don't know what I really could do here.
I know.
I know what you can do.
Uh-oh.
You can come visit after the show.
You will never find me in that room in this lifetime or the next.
Really?
Ever, under
You're
any
not at all curious?
Not at all.
Come on.
Are you bi-curious?
Because things do go on that you'd be like, whoa.
Oh, listen to Terry promoting it now.
Like whoa. Like whoa was a hell of a promotion.
Yeah, big promotion.
Okay. You can forget that, all right? Okay.
You always have an open invitation.
Oh.
That is so special.
I like to be special for you.
I will figure out a way to get even with you on this. Because I'm telling you...
There's nothing to get even with.
I'm telling you there is.
What am I doing that's hurting you?
I'm telling you it's wrong. It's bothering me! And that's all you need to know! I don't like it!
I don't like a lot of things that you do, but I don't tell you what you can and can't do.
You have no choice. And you know what?
You have no choice with this.
That's what I was about. That was pretty much what I was about to add. I may have no choice in this, believe it or not. Wow. This is one of the few times when it comes to... It's after the show's over, Terry. It's one of the few times that I don't think there's anything I can do about this. And really, we should take it as a compliment. Because he wouldn't have this kind of ridiculously wacko little chat room going if it weren't for this show. So I should take it as a, the Cosby Show, the spinoffs for that show did really well, right? Or no?
Yes, actually.
Any show any show that has successful spinoffs, it's supposed to be seen as far as just bolstering it's supposed to validate how big time that show was.
Joni Loves Chachi was awesome.
Right. All the family
accept it as an extension of the listeners' love for you and your show.
All the family. You had the Jeffersons. You had all these shows. Maude. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, that's the way you're supposed to take it. Well, I ain't taking it that way. I'm disgusted by it.
His face.
I will figure out a way to make it stop. I'm going to bring it to its knees, which I'm sure is some dialogue that goes on quite often in that little room of yours.
Why do you always wear a tank top? I mean, why can't you wait till summer to wear that? Is it so burning up hot in your house?
Because I'm still a big man and I get hot, okay?
Now, of course...
You should know, fat ass.
Open a window.
Wow.
While I say, Terry, that there's nothing I can think of doing to stop this, I, of course, haven't ruled out the possibility of making him decide between being on the show, being ever referred to on the show, not to mention ever participating in the show, and having his chat room. I could make that ultimatum happen.
He hates it when you do that.
I could say it's either the show or your chat room, and if you choose your chat room, we'll have fun in it, but you will never not only appear on the show via the phone lines or in the studio or whatever, but you will never be referred to whatsoever on this program again. We will have your official funeral on this program.
The official funeral.
The official gay phone opera. I could do that, Terry.
I know
I'm
you
not
could.
prepared to do that yet because I'm thinking that he's going to heed my feelings on this, my advice, and
give you some respect and do as you request.
I'm not saying that he's got to just immediately bring it to an outright halt. I'm just saying, I don't know what I'm saying.
But he should know that.
What am I saying?
I have his tombstone picked out, and it's pepperoni and sausage.
Oh, well, he's going to find a way to work his way from 6 feet under, and
that's how I'm back.
Get a big chomp of that. Gay.
I prefer the Super Supreme.
Save it for the chat room. Look at his face on this list. This thing is gross.
That's not good. There's something wrong with it.
He was number 10, the most popular room in Stickam world yesterday, Terry.
Yes. Us. It's like nothing he's done, you know.
Stickum, the live community. You know what I could do, actually? I got a million. Just give me a couple of minutes, Terry. I'll figure out all the things I can do here. I can call the Stickum people.
Yes, you
can.
And
I can say, hey, we were your most popular little destination as far as monthly hits are concerned.
Mm-hmm.
We were your most popular destination according to the rankings.
Yes.
Well, we're going to do away with our affiliation with you. We're going to find another place to go if you don't take gay phone operators.
Come on!
I can do that, Terry. There's a lot of things.
Well, good. Then I'll go to that site and I'll start a room there.
So you're going to actually
I'll
have to
follow you. Anywhere you go, I will follow you, and I'll do the same thing.
Cut him completely off.
We may have to get a restraining order against this man, Terry.
He's a stalker.
Mm-hmm. You hear the words? We have those taped and recorded yet?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I'll follow you everywhere.
It was the 10th most visited destination in Stickam.
I'll jump on your ass. That's what I'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
He doesn't stalk people.
Yes, he does.
Hard to stalk someone when you're invited over.
Unbelievable. This is so sad. Something's so wrong about this. All right, whatever. I'll let it slide right now because Pasty likes it. And he needs something to do at night.
And during the day and in the morning and on the weekends.
You made Pasty's night really fly by last night because he thought you were about to die. All right? So as...
Great. I hope I entertain a lot of people by people thinking I'm getting killed.
As disgusted as I am about it...
Yes.
I am going to try my best to move on and forget about it, Terry.
Okay.
Because there are people calling up right now saying, why am I so bent out of shape? Like Royce. Royce, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, what do you want to say to me?
I'm just wondering why you acted like a little faggot.
Oh, jeez. Keeping the terminology like it would be, I'm sure, customarily in Gay's room. He's asking me a specific question like that. Well, I don't think I'm acting like a faggot there, Roy.
You're acting like a little girl.
Well, I have a little girl in me sometimes, maybe then. I'm sorry.
Hey, you should go to Gay's chat room.
I ain't going to Gay's chat room, okay? And why it bothers me, maybe you can't figure out what my reasonings are. It just really makes my skin. It's just upsetting, Terry.
I don't know why.
Do you think I have a right to be upset by this?
I think it is...
The leech that he is, and I don't have a right to be upset?
Well, I understand how
he take our idea and run with it. It's annoying, you know?
Living off the fat, doesn't have a creative idea of his own, has to just... kind of...
But the thing is, like he said, it is kind of cool for him, for the show to kind of carry on and be a part of that kind of thing.
Gay should have been offended by that comment. Using a homosexual slur like that. Where are you? Why are you not speaking up? I'm sure that guy's more than welcome in your chat room, isn't he? Where'd he go? He's not even there right now?
He lets everybody in his chat room.
Well. Why is it so warm in here? Why is it so warm in here?
Because you've been screaming, maybe?
No, ain't that. I scream every morning, Terry.
I don't know.
Why am I upset about this? No one can understand if they were in my position. Oh, jeez. If they were in my shoes.
Like I said, the restaurant thing, that's how I picture it. He just kind of comes in and copycats our idea and then runs with it.
And the listeners think I'm being a little bitch about this? All right, fine. Feel that way. Maybe you don't understand. You build an empire, and then someone just sitting there on the side of the cliff, just picking away at the scraps.
Yeah. Oh, I want to do it too. Okay, thanks. Thanks for the idea.
And then their little mug is up there on the rankings, and that wouldn't bother you, people? You don't understand? Fine. Screw everyone!
Wow.
Terry
really?
Kim is causing havoc on this show.
I know it is.
Holy crap.
Hope you're all having a very good Friday, by the way.
Did you hear me?
So what's the deal? Can you not eat fish or eat fish? I don't remember.
Not until after Easter.
Okay.
Oh, no, you can eat fish, but not meat.
What it is. Sounds like
not
meat.
Chicken and stuff.
Listeners can have their own perception of this.
But see,
I know
what?
I'm right.
Can I just
as I always am. Yes, go ahead. You have something to say?
I do.
I let everyone have their say, Terry. I mean, the man just called me about as derogatory a term as I've ever been called in my life, Terry, and it rolls off my back like rainwater, baby, because I know I'm right. I know people may not understand. I know maybe I sound a little overdone on occasion, but I'm right. This is wrong.
But see, you give me a hard time when you say, hey, just let the room monitor, and why are you banning people, da-da-da. And you say, I'm acting like a baby when I say, you know what, you have control of it, so on and so forth.
Well, you tend to get a little sand in your vagina there, Terry. But,
some could say that that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, well.
Because you're getting a little irritated because he's...
Did head to the beach yesterday, and
he's taking...
tends to happen if I...
You know, so...
let my kids build a sandcastle on me, but
like I said,
doesn't mean I'm not right, Terry.
This was your idea. We all give you that.
Terry Cam was my idea. I had a vision for it.
You did.
It has exceeded all my expectations, and I had lofty expectations for the destination that would be Terry Cam. I knew it'd be a very popular place to go during the show. I knew people watching you during the show. Right. That alone would be an attraction to see all your little Filipino facial expressions and all your little reactions to my little rants and stuff like that. I knew Terry Cam would be what it is. And now, I didn't perhaps see the entire scope of what it would become.
Right. Maybe that's it. I mean, because really, as Hotshot pointed out, it is causing chaos from my end to your end. I mean, it does. It gets crazy.
As big as I knew it would be, Terry, I even underestimated all the craziness that would become of Terry Cam.
Now you feel my pain.
You should never underestimate how big it's going to be.
Well, it was my brainchild, which means I was the one who conceived it, and I'm the one who can take it out.
You can.
My parents used to say that to me.
And I'm getting this close. Because people are calling saying, yeah, there are hundreds of little rooms now that are branching off because of Terry Cam.
Wow.
Gaze is probably the most popular because he made the rankings here.
Right.
But I didn't foresee this being the situation, Terry.
At least if you just maybe would have asked, hey, what do you think about maybe a little after party? They come to my room. Nothing. Just does it, It's kind of annoying.
But his justification
is
he shouldn't have any justification, and that is really the only point. If he would have come to me, he doesn't have to have a big dramatic sit down. He didn't have to close the door to my office or whatever. I can't believe I have an office there. He didn't have to make anything really officially done like that. All he'd have to do is, even on the show, if he would have said, hey, can I invite people to come to my little chat room after your show is over? Just a little token look, just asking for some nod of approval.
Right.
I would have probably said no big deal, but the fact that he did all this and has become what it is so obnoxiously annoying, Terry. And believe me, I know from obnoxiously annoying. It's what I'm all about. It's my middle name.
Well, like you say, you do have the power.
And I could do something about it, Terry.
You could.
I got people saying, why don't you just endorse all the people's other sites that are looking for a little love? Like there's someone on the line who is trying to get people to come to their site after the show. But Gay's ruling the roost right now. Can you help us out?
He's squatting, huh?
All right, whatever. I'll see if this anger that I have, Terry, sometimes it sticks.
Right.
Sometimes it just goes away real quick.
Right.
So I'm not going to react as far as things that I can do in this situation. But he knows who he is. He knows he's just an outright parasite, and that's it.
He just wants to have a little fun, a little social life. Give him that, T-Man.
Never.
Look at his little angry face.
We'll be back.
Salty. Woohoo!
Why did he hang up? We'll be back on a Good Friday right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
A.D. Carroll has been a waitress for almost 40 years. Listen to the tip she just got from one happy customer.
Wow.
As I was pouring them coffee.
She got a great tip from a customer, Terry. We're about to hear all about it.
That's nice.
What do you think the tip is going to be? Do you have any ideas?
Probably some big monetary amount, a couple hundred.
What could the tip be? Get a new hairstyle, woman. Find a new job.
Wow.
All good.
Best tip of the day.
She loves her job.
Well, I'm sure she does.
A.D. Carroll has been a waitress for almost 40 years. Listen to the tip she just got from one happy customer.
As I was pouring them.
Start faking your orgasms. Oh, thank you so much.
Wow.
Listen to the tip she just got from one happy customer.
As I was pouring.
Don't buy Enron stock.
Are you sure? Oh, wow, thanks. I had my checkbook out. What's in?
What happened to my story here?
Listen to the tip she just got from one happy customer.
Are we ready to hear the tip? Are you ready to hear the tip?
As I was pouring them coffee, he asked me if I wanted a horse. And I said, of course.
It's no joke.
I said I was hung like a horse, baby. Just like every other customer has told you today here in this fine dinette little spot here.
The lovely little cafe.
She's a little diner waitress, Terry.
What was it, 40 years?
She's been working there 40 years.
Jeez.
40 years?
She must be kind of up there.
A.D. Carroll has been a waitress for almost 40 years.
Almost 40 years.
Listen to the tip.
That could be 4, I mean.
Jeez.
But,
here's your pie, honey. I don't know why. Serving coffee and pie to
Has
people.
she worked in the same spot for over almost 40 years?
A.D. Carroll has been a waitress for almost 40 years. Listen to the tip she just got from one happy customer.
As I was pouring them coffee, he asked me if I wanted a horse. And I said, of course.
How can you turn that down?
It's no joke. Her tip was this thoroughbred racehorse. All
nice.
for pouring 2 cups of coffee with the check totaling $4.87.
And you give a check for pouring 2 cups of coffee?
I guess so.
That's the funniest part of this story so far.
It's not the horse, of course.
You sit in a diner and you ask for 2 cups of coffee and nothing else, and they give you a check?
Right. Come on.
It's like, all right, that's all you ordered? Okay, have a great day, sir.
Yeah, whatever.
Then if you leave it, that's why you should get a racehorse, because you didn't charge the guy.
Right. No, I actually gave you a horse, and you're going to charge me $4?
Oh, wow.
I got to pay for the coffee now, you freaking wench?
Right, never mind. Here's your 50-cent tip. Give me the horse back.
Oh, wow.
All for pouring 2 cups of coffee with the check totaling $4.87.
Wow.
Probably the most unique tip anybody has ever received.
Don't be so sure.
It happened at this restaurant named Wheezy's in Houston.
Oh, I love Wheezy's. I didn't know it happened at Wheezy's, Terry.
It happened at Wheezy's.
Crazy stuff happens at Wheezy's all the time, Terry.
Wild, wacky stuff.
Wheezy!
Horses get left his tips.
Probably the most unique tip anybody has ever received.
It happened at this restaurant named Wheezy's in Houston.
Yeah.
The Big Tipper wants to remain anonymous.
Oh, the Big Tipper.
But he's a Texas builder and horseman who's a frequent customer at the restaurant and knows A.D. loves animals.
Oh.
He's the most gorgeous horse in the whole world.
The horse is a 4-year-old gelding named Mailman Express who'd reached the end of his racing days.
Oh, he can't even race anymore.
Oh, well, still.
So what are you going to do? And you get the horse as a tip.
Right,
What do you do? You put him in the trunk of your Taurus and take him home?
Climb in.
All right. So, okay, my tip is right outside the window. Oh, my gosh. What am I going to do with that thing? Okay, I guess I can ride him home.
There you go.
Unless you're the Lone Ranger, you probably don't know how to ride him home.
I don't know if he'll stop at the crosswalk.
Oh, jeez.
Make sure we can look both ways first. I mean, a racehorse, Terry, even though he's done with his racing career, she's not going to be able to ride him.
Yes, you can.
Well, she may be an animal lover, fine.
Right.
You can't just get on a racehorse and start riding. The average person, even in the animal lover average person, can't just get on a racehorse and start riding, Terry. It'll take off like a shot.
Ask Christopher Reeve.
All right? What? Christopher Reeve was riding a pony, and look where it got him, Terry. You
can ride a racehorse.
I know.
And it doesn't, just because you get on,
ride.
it doesn't take off like that.
Terry.
I'm not taking my chances.
I know it's possible to ride a racehorse.
And you can also
get if you're 4'2", and named Pat Day. But the average person, even the biggest animal lover, as I'm saying, can't just sit on a racehorse and say, "Okay, giddy up," and the boy will take off like a shot.
I actually know somebody who has gotten a retired racehorse.
Oh, I'm in a new state.
And actually does dressage with it and everything, and has trained it.
Dressage? What?
Dressage.
I don't know what that means. But anyway,
it's
all right, fine. It can be done.
And you can make racehorses into jumpers and everything like that.
Never mind.
But he's a Texas builder, and
it's a gelding, so it can't even make little babies, Terry.
Right.
You know what gelding means?
I do. I think I rode horses back in the day.
They snipped his sack and the balls dropped down.
He's no longer a stud, or can be used as stud services.
They snipped him, and they just fell to the dirt. That is like brutality.
It's not any different than neutering your dog or cat.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
That's all you're doing. You realize that this horse as a stallion is not going to be good enough to.
When you neuter a dog, you take his balls go bye-bye,
yes,
or what?
Yes.
They do? I don't know all this animal stuff. This is not my area of expertise.
There you go.
But it just seems wrong.
Well,
a horse's is much bigger, though. So it's that much more of an impact. I mean, you've ever held a horse's ball, Terry?
Jeez. Every night, big boy.
All right. He said, so you know.
Oh, yeah, she knows.
Okay. Little doggy. situation is what it is.
A couple peanut M&Ms on a dog. Big deal.
A couple of peanut M&Ms. He didn't even know they were there, even though he was looking at them for so long. But
come on. Hey, you should look something down here. What happened? It sucks. It's the best part of my day.
I guess it has to be done, but something ain't right about it.
Well, happens. Even humans get gilded.
So my point is, what did he give her besides the liability? I mean, she loves animals, great, but she now has to pay a lot of maintenance that just going to cost her a lot of tips.
Well, depending
unless she just goes right out and sells that nag on eBay.
Maybe she will.
Beautiful horse. I would rename him Seattle Slew and sell him on eBay.
Oh, jeez.
With tail and all. Win now. Instant bid. What do they call that?
Buy it now.
Buy it now for $50,000. So if she wants to do that, then she can make some money. Otherwise, this guy just dumped a liability right in her lap.
And where are you going to keep it if you don't own a barn?
Well, you can actually, lease out a spot there, find somebody who can board your horse.
Put him in the backyard, let him run around. Come on. Beautiful
There's horse boarding places.
Standing at 17 hands, capable of making 4 quarts of glue immediately.
Oh, my gosh. Stop that.
Call Elmer.
I'm just thinking of my eBay ad, Terry, of what I would do.
Well, maybe she actually, like I said, wants to, ride and enjoy her horse.
I bet she wants to ride, Terry. Yeah. As soon as she got home, she should be going on eBay to sell off that nag and get what she can get.
Well, the old guy probably said he has to pee like a racehorse. I mean, he is 70.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't understand him right.
These guys who race horses, once the horse's career is over, they look to get rid of their horses. Yes. I mean, I'm not trying to diminish what this guy did and his nice little gesture.
Right.
But there could be some school of thought that he actually dumped a lot of future costs in her lap.
Yeah. True.
A horse just don't live there for free, Terry.
She could have easily declined the tip and said thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, sir. Now you're going to give me the $5,000 a month it's going to cost him. It's going to cost me to maintain this horse's lap of luxury life that he's been living in.
He's got to run out a hall and buy some oats.
Mm-hmm.
Expensive.
They are.
Not trying to look at the downside.
Oh, really?
Just saying.
Have you said anything positive about it?
She sounds pretty happy about it. That's what I'll say.
She is very happy about it.
She seems like she's in a good mood over it.
Right, and obviously we're not watching the video, so maybe she's already, maybe he made arrangements to have the horse boarded, or maybe he's got a place of his own, obviously. I mean.
Hey, can you take this nag off my hands?
I'm sure it wasn't something like that.
This freaking horse tried to bite me yesterday.
Wow. I got bit by a horse as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I hate them.
Well, happy days for her.
Yes.
There you go. You stay in a little waitress job long enough, you can have some good stories.
I'm sure.
Wonderful. Terrific. What else is going on this very good Friday, Terry?
On this very good Friday, T-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Lindsay Lohan has 2 lesbians fighting over her and for her attention.
Maybe this woman can get more action now that she has a horse than ever, Terry.
Jeez, come on now.
Turn her VJ into a salt lick for all I know.
Anyway, the star is claiming...
It doesn't sound like she's a married woman. It sounds like she's an older woman who has been on the job waitressing for 40 years. Maybe had a husband come and go through divorce or through a passing, Terry.
Yes.
And she needs a little company and a little needs taken care of that the horse could cover all the bases. Just what she was looking for in life. Well done, sir. Way to read what a woman needed and lay it right in her lap. Mm-hmm. Can you see this woman walking out of the diner, walking home with her horse?
Gosh.
Had a good day today, Mabel?
Oh, jeez. Mabel.
Yes, I did. Okay. Just make sure it doesn't get into our yard.
Oh, wow.
What else? What else is happening,
I was telling you about Lindsay. You have no interest about the her 2 lesbian friends fighting over her? Okay.
Are these fans or these are close friends?
No, these are good friends of hers.
That she's seen with all the time?
Yeah.
They're actually getting into physical altercations over Lindsay, or what?
They're vying for her attention. I don't know about how physical it's gotten.
Oh, big whoop. There are two women vying for your little lesbian love on Terry Cam right now.
Really?
Yes.
Where?
Every minute of every day, I'm sure, Terry.
Right. Anyway, apparently they both have told her that they do love her, and there has been speculation that Lindsay likes to dabble that way.
Oh, yeah.
Every now and again.
Who doesn't? What woman under 25 doesn't dabble that way, Terry? Don't you understand the world we're living in right now?
Okay.
Don't you understand the acceptance as far as lesbonic love is concerned? Of course you do.
All right.
You can understand it more every year that passes now, with your daughters getting older and older, Terry.
Yeah?
Girls tongue in the hallways of school.
They do. Because they know the boys like it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then.
After school.
Yeah.
Study hall.
Jeez, just everywhere.
Parking lots.
Whoa.
Of the school.
Really?
Teachers have no choice but to look the other way. It's just the way of the world now.
Or stare.
They could look the other way or stare.
Those are your options.
And tell them they didn't put enough into the effort.
Or actually say, could you please stop this? Or whatever. Break it up.
It's just a very common thing. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's just the way it is. Women love women, and they're willing to express it now, Terry. It's a beautiful thing, don't you know?
All right.
Yes.
Of course.
It's not as freaky as some woman and some random horse. Girls who grow up together, they become friends. They allow themselves to express their feelings for one another in a way that shows that it's more than just a friendship, that they can be attracted to each other at times, Terry. And it's nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful. And they can still have boyfriends, and it's the way it should have been all along.
Wow. All right.
Guys love it. Girls love it. Teachers love it. Professors love it. Everyone loves it. Who hates it? Anyone hate it?
I don't hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, two girls kissing, I'm going to pass, I think.
Sometimes it gets a little overzealous, like the two friends of Lindsay Lohan that hang around her enough that now they're fighting over her, trying to get the upper hand on the other.
Yep.
Wanting Lindsay to settle this little squabble between the two of them. Lindsay, you're going to have to decide which one of us you love more.
Right.
Because we can't go on like this. They were doing just fine, but every once in a while it has to be ruined.
Oh, well.
Threesome made up quite a triangle there, Terry, and they were all going along well until the two girls just had to find out where they stood, and that happens from time to time. Mm-hmm. People need to know where they stand in this world, and these two BFFs of Lindsay Lohan got to that point. They wanted to know who Lindsay loved more. Who do you like more? Check the box right now. Mm-hmm.
If you insist.
Yes. Put your mark in the box of who you like more right now. You know how those... I'm talking about notes, Terry. The little notes that you pass back and forth. I don't know what you're thinking over there.
No,
Why you're making that face, I don't know.
Okay.
You remember you still slide those notes to me all the time, Terry. Check this box, check that box.
Do you like me?
Yes, no, maybe.
Yes. So put a little mark in the box of the girl you like more, Lindsay. This has to be settled once and for all.
Oh, it's Jake Ryan. What do you know?
Mm-hmm. I'd say, who the hell is Ron Johnson?
So would I.
So,
he's a good big brother. Looking out for her, man.
Has Lindsay indicated which one she is more into and attracted to, Terry?
No.
Now, Lindsay may kind of venture into the lesbian world more than the average woman I was speaking of, that kisses in the high school parking lot, kisses in the halls, kisses on the streets, Terry, you know. Kisses definitely in the clubs once they get to 18 and over.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, Vinnie can't lift his head from the ones and twos, Terry, in the DJ booth. Because I know you're staring at the ones and twos at all times.
Of course.
You can't lift your head at any time during the night and not find two women kissing on the dance floor.
No, you're very
right. Or wrong. That's the way it is.
It just happens.
That's the way it is.
Oh, wow.
Tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I want to be corrected. Can you ever survey the landscape of the club? Can you ever look out over the entire scope of the club and not find two women kissing?
That's like their go-to move. That's what they do.
Do it.
Their go-to move.
Happening all the time. Oh, girl, you look so hot tonight.
Oh, my God.
It still looks weird.
Yes. And that's the way it's going to be. It ain't changing anytime soon. And stories like this only indicate that it may ramp up that much more.
By the way, one of the girls a big shot DJ, just like Vinnie.
Yes.
One of the girls who's fighting over the Lindsay Love is a big-time club DJ?
Club DJ Samantha Ronson.
Samantha Ronson, what?
Yeah, Samantha Ronson.
Mm-hmm. Where's she DJing, Terry? She got a contract? She got a little.
Let me look her up.
She got a little residency somewhere? What's the story?
Yeah, she's big down there.
Really? What, down where?
Down in Hollywood, yeah.
In Hollywood?
Yeah, she's got a famous brother.
So she's got a regular spot on a certain night or nights?
I don't know about any residencies, but I know she does the
scene.
big name parties and
she's on the scene.
Yeah. Well, she's got a big name brother. So
she can hold her own?
Who's her brother?
I don't know about these girl DJs,
I don't know about these girl DJs either.
I don't know if I'm feeling that.
You're not strong enough to...
They don't know what they're doing.
Lord.
Maybe they can get lucky.
Oh, my gosh.
Maybe they can get lucky with a couple of transitions there. They can get lucky with a couple of ins
Let's see who's doing...
A couple of fades here and there, but they're going to be able to handle the whole night? Come on!
They can't
Who's bigger, VTP or Samantha Ronson?
So she's fighting over Lindsay Lohan's lesbianness.
But at least
don't become a hater, Vinnie. She asked the question.
She's doing her thing.
We have to answer honestly right now because Samantha Ronson is in the Hollywood club scene and she is fighting. The fact that she's fighting over Lindsay Lohan, at least she's in there fighting, indicates that she is, as Terry asked the question, a little bigger than you are right now. Doesn't mean Vinnie the Pooh isn't this close from blowing up on the Hollywood scene.
I never said that, but the thing is...
If we were to send them out there, Terry, if we were to throw them, just drop them, if we were to, stick a gag in his mouth, blindfold him, and put him in the back of a van, and then open it and toss him out on the streets of Hollywood, Terry. Mm-hmm. He would soar.
He'd land on his feet for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be just fine, kid.
Yes.
Someday you'll make it in this business.
No, but I want to be with you guys. It's kind of like...
Come on, T-Man.
It's a lot like that.
Don't put me
We'd have to do that, Terry. He's just unwilling to leave us. He's unwilling to fly the coop.
Right.
Well, I like it here, T-Man.
I know you do.
But regardless,
nice
she's getting it done there, and you guys were questioning her ability. Obviously, she's...
I've never heard of Terry. Have you ever heard of Vinnie? Ever heard her take down a night or what?
I've never heard of her skills. I've just heard of her name.
You heard her name? I've never even heard of her name. I don't even know her name, Terry. And I know a lot of, or enough club DJs that are blowing it up out there, Terry. And I never heard of Samantha Ronson.
Just think you could be one of the lesbians fighting over Lindsay Lohan.
I know, right?
Oh, Pasty just printed me out a picture. Let me tell you, she is definitely the boyfriend in this relationship. This is no glamorous-looking, hot-ass Lindsay Lohan-looking girl. This is Lindsay's boyfriend.
So she's an ugly female club?
I'm not saying she's ugly. No. I'm just saying she's got a couple of masculine qualities that Lindsay does not possess.
Yeah, don't picture a lesbian in like a Vivid video. That's not what you're getting with her.
Is that right?
She's not going to be with Jill Kelly.
Yeah.
She's got the sweater vest on. Yeah. She's got the little... I think she stole your hat there, Vinnie the Pooh.
Did she really?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to need that back.
Mm-hmm. And the girl also in this picture, is that the one she's fighting with or no?
Mm-mm.
No, it's not.
Her other friend is Courtney Simo.
Yeah, her dad's this...
I'm just not so sure that a woman is capable of handling all that goes down in a club on a given night, Terry. I'm sad.
Oh, I'm cramped up. I can't make it.
Not trying to be chauvinistic here on any level, Terry.
Oh, I know.
Are you accusing me of being a little chauvinistic?
You think?
Terry, you know that I'm a big fan of women. You know...
Well, then give her props and let her say she's doing what she's doing.
Not in this aspect of the world.
But she is.
Terry, there are some things that's not a place for a woman.
Oh,
jeez. There are some things
then Vinnie needs to get out.
Yeah, no.
Vinnie needs to get out.
Like Pasty Dave's apartment, not a place for a woman.
There are a lot of professions where a woman is much more capable of handling the everyday must-do tasks.
So you're saying that being a DJ is not the place?
I'm saying yes, that I'm not feeling that a DJ's, the necessities involved in being a club DJ is capable of being mastered by the average woman. Now, I don't know if this is the average woman, all right? As I see here, she's got a couple of things that indicate to me that she may lean more boy than girl.
Right.
But whether it makes me sound chauvinistic or not, I'm telling you there are a lot of professions that a man just doesn't have the capabilities.
Obviously she's capable. Because she's holding her own.
A lot of high-profile STEAM professions, Terry.
She's a twin.
Where a man is not capable of doing the job because he just doesn't have the necessities, Terry. And... There are jobs where I doubt a woman's abilities. And this is one of those jobs.
Well, and
let this woman get away with this.
No, I agree with you. I agree.
But he's not doing anything. He's in there agreeing with you, but what's he got?
What am I not doing?
Look at this picture with a little headphone.
Are you in L.A.? Are you down there in L.A. taking care of your business? No, you're not.
I'm not. This isn't making you... Look at her. Look at her picture with her little headphone to her ear, making like she's doing something.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What is she trying to...
You're preaching to the choir, my friend.
What is she trying to prove here? Like she knows what's going on?
It's just a prop. She put on a CD.
Turntables aren't even plugged in. Look at her.
I'm not saying that women can't acquire the skills necessary. It doesn't take more than anyone if they really throw themselves into it. I'm just saying the way the world is sculpted now and the way women are doing their thing now, I just don't feel it. I just don't feel like a woman can handle what's needed to be done to make the club
she's handling it. Obviously, she's handling it.
Well, she must be a rare breed.
She just knows people. That's all.
How do you know that for sure? But at least, even if
that's how Hollywood is.
Even if she does know people, she's taking full advantage of it.
Okay, well, good for her.
Unlike some people sitting in this room talking smack.
That doesn't mean she's getting it done, though, Terry.
He said it.
But you're co-signing everything he says.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure the night pops off, Terry, in the club. That's all I'm asking for.
Right. And unless we've been to her club, but obviously she's doing something because she's holding it down in L.A. She's been DJing.
You sound like you want to be down in L.A. holding down.
Terry,
Maybe you picked the wrong profession, Terry.
I go to a club with DJ Vice.
It's obvious you do.
Okay.
My friend Scene, Terry. I go to any club that he's at, and I know the night's cracking. All right.
Yes, absolutely.
I know that he's making the most out of anything that can be had at that given club, all right?
Like you're confident.
I'm confident. I'm the biggest fan of Vice, Terry. Scene is a good friend of mine. I'm a huge fan of his. Any place he goes, they advertise it for weeks in advance.
No, I know.
Remember we were in Vegas last year at the T-Man party plane, and 4 weeks in advance, a jet, they had like flyers out saying DJ Scene was going to be there?
Yes.
Okay. That shows you his reputation.
Right.
I'm just not feeling the female club DJ holding it down, Terry.
Well,
I'm sorry. I got to say what's in my head out loud. It's just the way I'm wired.
All right.
All right?
And you're entitled to your opinion.
I'm not saying they're not capable of it in the future if they kind of throw themselves into the mindset of what needs to be done. But right now, as we stand, if I see her behind the glass or whatever she's posted up at in the club, I'm like, all right, let's go somewhere else. I'm not feeling this. I'm out.
Girl DJ.
Out! Whoever hired a girl DJ?
She gets a call from her boyfriend. He makes her cry or something. The whole night's ruined. She can't keep it together. Definitely got to keep yourself together if you're a DJ.
You got to hold it down. It's hard to hold it down when you're too busy changing your ring!
Wow.
Jeez.
Now, that may sound a little bit...
a little chauvinistic, a little unfair.
I know you're a little angry with me.
Well, you know, that's...
Don't be angry at me for speaking the truth. All right?
Whatever.
I told you, out of all the candidates that are up to rule this country of ours, I am rooting for Hillary, Terry. I think she's the best person for the job. Need I say more? Does that show my lack of chauvinist behaviors? She got my vote.
Are you sure she can really do the job? I mean, she is female.
Absolutely. When it comes to a real task that needs to be done, and I'm the one who needs to have this particular task done, I've said this many times, I'd give it over to a smart woman over a smart man any day. Smart women trump smart men any day. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, with that said, I'm walking out of this club, and I'm going to a little hack dive bar down the street.
Oh, jukebox, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Doobie Brothers Greatest Hits. All right, cool.
I'm punching up H4 on the jukebox to hear the Doobie Brothers Greatest Hits over what she's throwing down any day.
There's something nerve-wracking about it, and I don't know what it is.
How are you letting this happen, Vinnie?
It's crap, don't you think?
It's crap.
There's so many female DJs out there that kind of bank off them looking good and not really being talented at what they're doing.
Right.
Which is crap.
Man, you know what? Look at this picture of her. Pasty just put me out another picture of her.
Yeah,
and you know what? I bet you the club owner doesn't even know she's a girl.
That's rough business.
So maybe that's why she does so
I bet you the club owner is just finding out this morning that he hired a girl.
Yeah, that guy does not look good.
Mm-hmm.
Is her name Steve-O?
This girl looks like she turns that mother out there. This guy looks like he's got some skills.
Yeah, I bet he can really handle the club. Oh, that guy I'd hire.
This guy, well, I would go to any club he's working at.
Right.
But a girl?
Yeah.
Club DJ, you can forget it. Not today, maybe tomorrow. And I see the fire coming out of your ears, but you don't even, you know deep in, if you're at a club, Terry, you know you agree with me.
No, I don't.
You know, maybe you stay, maybe you don't leave like I would.
I don't. But
you're not feeling like you're getting the most out of the night.
No, that's not true.
That's shame.
That's not true.
Because you have a history of getting the most out of the night, Terry.
Until you experience a bad female DJ, you're not...
You ever been in a club with a bad DJ, Terry?
Yes.
Thousands of times, right?
Yes.
Okay. You know how often it can be?
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Just proved my point. Thank you. Terry agrees now. Wonderful. Let's move on.
The T-Man Show.
The picture of Lindsay Lohan's girlfriend, Terry.
Well, just friend. We can't confirm it's the girlfriend.
Well, what I was going to say before I got rudely interrupted, and I hate that, because I never do that to anyone else, is that the picture of Lindsay and this girlfriend is up on the front page of the TManShow.com. You got to go check this dude out. He is a good-looking guy. And this is the one Lindsay has to choose between her or the other. I haven't even seen the other, and I say pretty confidently, Lindsay, go in the other direction.
Okay.
All right. These are the two that came to Lindsay, so you have to make a decision because we're fighting too much. They're fighting with each other over Lindsay.
Yep.
This dude and then some other girl, or what?
Well,
okay.
The other girl's pretty cute.
And she is getting it done on the Hollywood scene in the clubs.
Apparently so.
Okay, if you say so. I'm in trouble feeling like she can... I don't know. I even know that there are some... They promote female DJs, and they show up in their bikinis, and I just feel like there's a ghost DJ behind them making the transitions happen and stuff like that. If it's a true hip-hop kind of tougher situation as far as your DJing circumstances are concerned, Terry. Yeah, I know Europe has like the little house scene still going on where there's a lot of female talented DJs, but that's not what I'm talking about here. All right?
Right, I understand what you're talking about.
Okay. All right?
But, I mean...
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh, golly.
What else is going on? And oh, golly is exactly what I was looking for. The picture is up there on the front page of the TManShow.com. You can check it out at your leisure. But I know there are other things going on this morning. It's a Friday. It's the first full day of spring. It's Good Friday.
It is.
There are a lot of people who have today off. I know a lot of schools are off today. And I want to make sure we take a bunch of phone calls before the end of the show and we hit this first weekend of spring in full stride. And I want to make sure I hear all the news of the morning. We spent enough time on Lindsay having these two girls that are her best friends fighting over her, Terry.
Yes.
It's turned from friendship to warfare. What else is going on, please?
Well, I'll keep it with the all-female review here and give you that two female teachers got into a brawl in the middle of a hallway during school in South Carolina. Yeah.
I wish that would happen in my high school. Make the big circle. Make sure no one breaks it up.
Yeah. Stand back. It's okay. Let him go.
Teacher, biatch fight. Mrs. Dawson's about to kill Mrs. Butler.
Happened at St. Andrews Middle School, where both of the ladies are teachers.
How old? Does it say the ages of these ladies? Does it say the circumstances by which they decided to throw down? Right? Was it in front of all the students?
Yes,
or what?
in a hallway full of students. It happened during an exchange, a change of classes.
It's about time teachers aired their differences in this fashion and didn't have any reservations in doing it right in front of the student body, Terry.
Awesome.
Show them your humanity.
It's annoying people in every profession.
And it's just very entertaining to watch two women pulling each other's hair, no matter how old or young they are, Terry. It's just as fun to watch two 14-year-olds girls fighting, Terry. I think I've seen every clip that YouTube has, and you know they have hundreds of them, Terry, of two girls fighting. This one skinny girl who gets her head pounded. You ever see that one on YouTube? She gets her head pounded by a girl who's not that much bigger than her, but just gets her head pounded to the cement. It's one of the most viewed clips on YouTube, like over the past month, Terry. If you haven't seen that one, then you haven't seen so many. This is the top of the list of one of the most viewed ones. You know which one I'm talking about or no? None of you know?
I've spent 11 p.m. till 4 a.m. one night watching every girl fight on there.
Every girl fight? You don't know which one I'm talking about?
I've seen all of them.
First, they're pointing fingers at each other, and then they just start going at it, and skinny girl just gets her head pounded pounded to the point where you just expect to see blood everywhere.
I know that sounds familiar.
It's just so
I've seen them all.
Cool to watch.
Were they in the street, like in the middle of the street?
No, not in the middle of the street, but they're this close from falling onto the street. But there's a car like parked right where they would fall off the curb. So they're not in really any jeopardy of being run over. And everyone's just standing around, watching, enjoying it, taking it in, microwave popcorn, stuff like that. And two teachers fighting, Terry, just makes it that much more enjoyable.
Well, the teachers were 30 and 28.
So on the younger side of your teacher scale, I'd like to see some of the 50-year-old teachers going at it with the hair pulling, the blue little wig being tossed around, and
you have a blue wig.
I guess it's not a wig, but
anyway, it happened.
You gotta look like your peers. So
that's right.
Because you have to get a wig, you have to make it blue. What's that now?
Apparently, they already didn't really get along.
So they had a history.
So they had a history of whatever,
not seeing eye to eye.
Yeah. Not really liking each other.
And it just came to a head.
It pretty much did.
In the hallway.
They bumped into each other during a class change, and then it just,
Don't dare bump into me again.
Exactly.
How dare you, little wench.
Yeah, they smacked each other around, and school security was called.
There you go. I'm telling you, for a while there, the students were all making that big circle, letting them go at it. Here, throw her a wrench.
Yeah, no one's breaking that up.
Wrench.
Throw a wrench into the middle, see who gets it first.
No, you really threw a wrench into this fight.
They were taken to jail and charged with disturbing a school, and now they're on indefinite administrative leave.
Charged with disturbing a school?
Yes.
I guess that's right to the point as far as the charge is concerned. You've disturbed a school.
Oh, I think
maybe
I can
the
get you
school's been disturbed for years, for all we know.
I think I can get you.
Mugshots?
Yes.
All right. That'd be nice, I guess. I don't know what's really going to do for me, but...
I might do something. Like in all the girl fights, I don't know.
Who won the fight, Terry?
Doesn't say.
Mrs. Swanson? It's always a Mrs. Swanson in every school, Terry. Mrs. Swanson win this fight? What are the names of these two combatants?
The names are Tawana Horton and Cambrella Pinkney.
Pinkney.
Yeah.
She had a couple of pink knees. I'm sure she's not...
Pinkney.
Not the first time that's ever been the case, but yes.
So, there you go.
All right.
Girl fights are tough to break up, too.
Yeah.
They got the hair just entangled around their wrist.
Right. As hard as you're trying to pry them apart.
Jeez.
If you got a good clutch of that hair, you could try to pull them apart till you're blue in the freaking face. Yeah. It's going to take a while. Especially if not only they have a good clutch of there, but they have it kind of twirled around there.
Right, which is what you do.
If the hair is twisted around their backhand part of their hand, Terry?
Yeah.
Tough.
Because you want to be able to swing them around.
All right. What else? What else is going on in this world? I hope this brings about a stream. I hope this opens the floodgates, if you will, of all the female teachers that dislike each other. Just settling their differences right in front of the students.
Come on, that's not a good example.
Of course it is. Really learn something in school, the way the world works out there.
Yeah, I think I want to see parent-teacher fights. That was the one I'm ready for. I said your kid is stupid, so do something about it.
Instead of the usual, parent-teacher little consultation thing, let's get them on the right track.
And they should. They should have it on either a big screen or have these parent-teacher conferences right in the middle of an assembly, Terry. And then just, if you're not happy with things the teacher is saying about your child, you're ready to stand up and give them a right cross across the jaw. And then it's on!
Like you said, preparing for the real world. There you go.
Okay.
You get mad, sock someone in the face. That's the real world.
What else is happening out there?
I have a bizarre story that's out of Florida. A stingray apparently jumped out of the ocean and killed a woman that was on a boat. Really bizarre. 57-year-old woman was sitting on the front of her dad's boat.
She's not even safe when you're sitting on a boat.
Doesn't seem like it.
Didn't dude die from a stingray?
Steve Irwin?
He did, yes.
Yeah, Australian dude. Yeah.
Steve Irwin,
yeah.
He got stabbed through the heart, right?
He did, but he was in the ocean swimming.
Obviously, he was a little bit more in the confines of the fish world. This woman is just lounging on a boat and she's not even safe.
Right.
See, I'm telling you. I'm done with oceans and stuff like that. I did some snorkeling in Hawaii, and every second I thought I was going to look up and see a great white right in front of me, Terry.
It does kind of ruin the experience a little bit.
All right?
I love that stuff.
I'm done. I'm a pool guy from this day forward. I'm always nervous when I'm in oceans.
Oh, it's extra warm over here. Come here.
I'm always nervous in natural bodies of water and stuff like that, or lakes and oceans. Swimming amongst the seaweed and the hypodermic needles. You keep it. I'll take a pool full of 4-year-olds that 17 4-year-olds that just peed their asses off any day over there.
Wow.
Put me in a nice floating chair with a little bud in my hand, and I'm good. That's all I need.
So
I like the ocean still.
I do too.
I'm out on ocean. I'm out on everything.
Wow. You're just going to stay at home.
Yeah, I'm done with everything, Terry.
Here's $1,000 if you like.
This just shows, here's now everyone who's on a boat has to be concerned that a stingray is going to come jump. Since when do stingrays jump out of the ocean?
And that's actually what the Florida Fish and Wildlife say, that they jump, but they're surprised that it actually gets air, because this stingray jumped like 80 feet out of the air.
80 feet?
No,
was the lady on a cloud? 80 feet?
Oh, no, not 80 feet. I'm sorry. It was an 80-pound stingray, but it
was
jumped
she on
like...
a love boat?
No, but it was far enough up on the boat.
Lido just playing shuffleboard?
80 feet.
Not 80 feet, but
with Charo?
Oh, my gosh. I retract the 80 feet, okay?
Getting a drink from Isaac, the friendly bartender, and before you know it, she's stabbed in the heart by a stingray?
But what they're saying is that they often leap out of the water, but not like as high up on the boat.
Well, that's nice to know. And was this stingray, do they know whether this stingray was targeting this woman, or just happened to be...
Big vendetta.
Obviously, the stingrays apparently had some little coffee clutch, some little meeting here, and decided to start targeting the humans because, and they took out the leader. When you take out the leader first, you are building confidence amongst your peers, and before you know it, they're going after humans who are just lounging on a boat.
I think they said it was a male stingray trying to impress his girlfriend on a date.
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
I bet you he got laid that night,
yeah. Hey, see that bitch over there? Watch this.
That's not the only...
This is how badass I am.
It's not the only woman he pierced that night.
Nope.
Whoa.
It worked.
So
a woman died instantly.
Yeah.
Not good.
And initially the report was...
I see that damn story. The report was what?
80 feet.
Well,
Holy
I
crap.
retracted the 80 feet. It was 80-pound stingray that jumped out of the air. Water into the air.
6 foot wide, 80-pound stingray. My gosh, that sounds pretty big.
It does sound big, yeah. Normally people get stung, they step on them or something, they don't see them, and they get stung on the foot, but rarely do they jump out of the water and pierce somebody. Now, swordfish do that.
She was sitting at the bow of her dad's boat as they navigated their way through the Florida Keys.
Can I get you another drink, lovey?
Enjoying the sunny afternoon that the state of Florida will bring you on a day-to-day basis. Cocked back with a drink in her hand, Terry, the warm sun in her face, a cold beverage in her hand.
Oh, this is the life of Riley.
All's right in the world.
That's right.
Next thing you know, say it, lady.
Not even that. You did.
Wow. Her father ran out of the cabin and found that Judy was dead.
Yeah.
Not good.
Her and the stingray, both.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Crazy.
Kamikaze stingrays willing to die for the cause.
I guess so.
Time for a barbecued stingray.
For sure.
See what happens. You don't find Bin Laden, Terry, and all these stingrays now. Just kamikaze missions like this.
That's why Al-Qaeda got to the wildlife, too.
Now, is there any video of this? Why do I feel like this is...
I don't know. I don't know.
Doubtful. Okay.
I don't think so. Because that would be awesome. I mean, not awesome, but it would be kind of...
I mean, you think the girl fight where the girl was getting her head cracked open was pretty cool to watch. Yeah. Imagine this lady just sitting back on a boat and a stingray stabs her through the freaking heart. You don't think that video gets a couple of billion hits?
The suspense until she gets hit would be amazing.
All right, don't turn your head. It's about to happen.
Yeah.
Right there. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, this is horrible.
I don't really get how that works, though, because the stingray's tail kind of curves up. So it would have to flip upside down or something. I don't really get it. It's weird.
I think initially
this was a high-risk maneuver by a stingray, Terry.
It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, a swordfish, you get it flies out of the water and it pierces somebody right in the temple, but...
And whatever direction it's going, that's where the sword is.
Right.
But a stingray's tail is not as accurate as far as its efforts for going after someone. Not that the stingray was going after. It could have just been some freak accident, wrong place, wrong time. This is about as wrong place, wrong time as it gets.
Right.
And this story's from the AP. This ain't some bogus story.
No, I know. And
woman just sitting on a boat. Stingray jumps out of the water and she's dead. Bam. See you later, lady. Have a great day. Hope you had a nice life. Hope you finalized your will there, honey.
Tough way to go. If there's a great white circling the boat and you're in the boat, you're safe. I mean, you're safe at all times in a boat in the water.
The chances of you dying, even if there's a family of great whites circling your boat, are pretty strong.
You hit the full throttle and you get out of there.
You get the hell out of there. So we're just trying to prove that as bad as it can get on the ocean scene, you usually can make it out. Not this time.
6-foot stingray, that sounds huge.
I know.
That's a monster.
I know. And coming at you just so unexpected and, yeah.
I don't even know what a stingray looks like, to be honest.
It's like a big giant floor mat. It's a flat...
Is it a big jellyfish or
no?
It's not a jellyfish, but it kind of looks like that. It's like a flounder or whatever, but it's kind of roundish.
It's got big, wings or whatever. That's how it goes through the water.
I'm done with water.
I went to an aquarium.
Pools. Why does it have to be anything but the pool? What's so great? Why?
Take your chances. It makes boating a little more fun now. Usually
I'm not saying you got to refrain from all boating now. I mean, it does put a little seed in your head that makes your boating experience that much more or less enjoyable. But I'm not saying I wouldn't go on a boat. But as far as snorkeling and swimming and all that stuff in the ocean, I'll stick to the pool. Thank you very much.
Do you want to see what a stingray looks like?
I'm fine.
Okay. Little weird eyes.
It does have the word sting in its name, so you might want to stay away from it.
Hello. Little sharp tail there.
Now, people are calling in saying it was an eagle ray, not a stingray, but I'm reading the story right here, and it says stingray.
Yes.
I don't even know what the difference is, but whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You ever hear of an eagle ray?
Have not. I thought that was like a Boy Scout if you reach the top of that. Mm-hmm. That's what you become. 35-year-old eagle ray.
If he plays his cards right.
That's right.
All right. Well, let me see what's going on these phone lines. They have just been opened, Terry, over the past 5 minutes at 1-866-663-T-Man. Mike, you're on the air in Lake Oswego. Hello.
Hey, T-Man, I just wanted to add to the Steve Corwin thing, or whatever his
Steve Irwin?
name was. Yeah, Irwin, there we go.
Well, it wasn't Steve Irwin who died yesterday. Obviously, he died over a year ago now.
Yeah. No, but a week after he got stuck in the heart and died, another Discovery guy had the same thing happen, but he didn't pull the stingray out of or the needle out of his chest, and he lived.
Mm-hmm.
They said the only reason Steve died was because he pulled it out and he bled to death.
Well, obviously, war has been declared by the stingrays on the humans, Terry, and whether we've taken note of it or not, it's happening.
Right.
So it's every man for himself against the stingrays, Terry. Proceed with caution, do as you must. Because these stingrays this is the third time now. This dude is throwing in the middle situation that people may not have heard about.
Right.
And as I read the story, Terry, she didn't die from the stingray sting, if you will. She didn't die from the piercing of the stingray. She got knocked over by the stingray, and
the impact.
They're saying that may have caused her.
Well, that makes sense.
They are planning an autopsy, so... And I'm reading this off of MSNBC.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense, though. If it was the collision... Not the stingray, not the actual...
But even the collision sounds like a freak accident.
Exactly. Oh, absolutely.
Stingray to jump up out of the water.
80 pounds.
What's that?
That'd be one hell of a thing for a stingray to jump up out of the water.
To jump out of the water on a boat, even if it's not the Love Boat, is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's impressive.
That's at least 4 feet out of the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think they were on a little rowboat here. Her dad came out of his cabin. I think that implies that this is kind of a sizable boat here.
Yeah. They're not on Golden Pond, I don't think.
No, they're not on a little canoe here. All right?
Oh, goodness.
Thanks, man.
All right, man. Dal in Alameda, you're on the air. Hello.
Hey, how you doing today, guys?
What's up, bud? How you doing?
Not much. Listen, it was a spotted eagle ray that smacked her in the head, and her head hit the boat, which is what caused the death.
Well,
from MSNBC, it says stingray.
Okay,
and from your story, it says
my story says stingray. Terry's story says stingray. Maybe it's in the stingray family. I don't know. From an eagle ray, I don't really even know what a stingray looks like. I'm
trying to fish hit her. Got it.
I heard he was a man. I heard he was a man whore down there trying to impress somebody.
Yeah. I just had to say it.
Jumped out of the water.
Man whore.
It's probably a type. It could be a type of stingray, but they call it a stingray. So.
Yes. Well, this guy is very serious as far as being specific in the fish world, and he wants to specify.
Yeah.
This was an eagle ray. Jessica, you're on the air. Hello. She's a little angry with us, Terry.
Why?
I guess she thinks we're a little too giddy over this story. I don't think we're laughing necessarily.
Oh, I think it's bizarre.
It's kind of freaky, that's all.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see the video. That's it. Then there's not going to be any. Jessica, hello.
Oh, hi. Sorry. I just wanted to comment on the stingray discussion because I'm a little frustrated how we're talking about this on the air right now. The fact of the matter is, I mean, it was a freak accident. It's unfortunate what happened, and yet you guys are making very light of the discussion. All
right, well, whatever. If that bothers you, so be it. I can't help it. I didn't know this woman. I can't pretend I'm going to sympathize here and sit here and have a tear well up in my eye. I feel bad that it happened, but I'm not going to think about it 5 seconds after we move on to the next thing.
I'm not saying that you have to have a tear up in your eye, but what I think we should reflect on is the fact that someone died here, and we don't have to sit and sob over it for the next 24 hours. But you know, it doesn't make sense to say, oh, I'm not going to boat anymore. Oh, she got stung. Oh, you know, like the stingray's got like such a big tail and it's going to sting something else, and trying to make light of the situation.
Well, I think we all need to be on notice. I'm not joking when I say I think the stingrays are meeting right now for their next plot and their next maneuver on the humans.
And they're all at the Applebee's.
It's a little too coincidental.
In the conference room.
Well, I just wanted... I think what's important is that I just want to express that not everyone feels the same way that you guys are feeling.
I think the Stingrays may have hired a new offensive coordinator from what I heard.
That's right.
Even more effective with the West Coast offense.
People emailed me and said the story about the woman on the toilet was not funny and very serious and a mental condition, and they were upset that we were goofing about it. It's a lot of stories we do, you know. People have an opinion on it.
Yes, and I'm sorry a woman died, but you know what? There are hundreds of people dying as I'm speaking right now. Do I have to go out and now say I'm sorry for all those situations as well? I mean, this is just the way the world works. People die all the time for whatever reason. Was supposed to sympathize over one over the other, or I gotta show an equal level of unbelievable amounts of sympathy every minute for everyone that's dying? I'm sorry. Some impact me more than others. This one impacted you? Wonderful. I'm supposed to pretend like I'm wounded over this story? I'm not. I'd like to see the video, and I'd watch it at least 6 times.
Puppy got thrown off a cliff. People called in, goofed about that, you know.
That didn't move me. Some things affect people more than others. Hotshot Scott was very, very bothered by the puppy that got thrown off the cliff. All right? Want to call me callous? Guilty as charged. Numb to all the hazards of the world? Happens every day to a lot of people. Maybe my sympathetic bones aren't as strong as they should be, Terry.
You should drink milk.
I'm supposed to please this woman. Oh, this is awful. How this? Well, I even pointed out, healthy woman. How terrible is that? A woman who was wonderfully enjoying her life. Next minute could happen to any one of us at any time. What happened to this woman is just a microcosm of what we've all known the world has been about every second of its existence. For any reason, at any time, we could all go without warning. None of us are special.
With no point of the baton.
Okay? So if you think it's going to earn you some brownie points, it's going to ward off all the boogeymen that could come after you, forget it. Not that I'm saying that was her motivation, Terry, but you never know with people. Oh, you got to sympathize or else all the bad things could come your way. Is that what she's thinking? Maybe. Maybe she thinks if she acts like she's so sympathetic, she'll be spared. Forget it. It's the luck of the draw for you like it is for everyone, honey. So shut up and leave me alone. You're not sad enough. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. I actually think it's kind of funny now.
Oh, it's easy to be numbed when 4,000 U.S. soldiers have been killed in 5 years.
Yes.
Not to mention the endless amounts of Iraqi civilians.
Does she cry every morning for all the soldiers that, in an effort to protect our freedoms and our homeland, are dying on a regular basis? She probably has forgotten about that. But the Stingray lady's death is really bothering her this morning.
Yes.
Interesting how people's minds work and how people tick, isn't it? Isn't it fascinating?
Definitely.
Genocide in Darfur. No one talks about that anymore.
I'm a horrible person because I'm not sounding sad enough. All right. Next time you read me a story, Terry, I'll make sure to remember this call and make sure I sound sadder.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So I please everybody. Gotta please everyone. Pasty, can you talk a little louder? That's what I'm all about from this point on. I want to make sure I please the masses. I'm going to change my ways. This story is comedy! Unless you know this woman, then I feel bad for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's always hard on the family. Always hard on the family, Terry. Always hard on the loved ones when someone is taken without warning in a tragic fashion.
Sure.
I just had a very good friend. I'm not trying to earn any points by saying this. Make it like, oh, you have to sympathize for me. I just had a very good friend.
Some of my best friends are dead.
Some of my best friends are dead, Terry. I just had a very good friend, or not a very, but someone I'm friends with, Terry, driving a car, waiting to get on an off-ramp. You know how they have those little lights now at just about every off-ramp? You got to wait your turn.
Yes.
Well, he's waiting his turn because the light is red, and some 18-year-old on the off-ramp behind him, texting away, plows into him. Man with a 6-year-old son and a daughter dies without any warning.
Right.
All right? It's always been the way the world has worked. So save your stupid little calls for some other show. Don't call this show ever again. As a matter of fact, I demand you stop listening at this time. Change the station. You are banned for life, because obviously I'm not for you. All right? For everyone else, 1-866-663 T-Man is the number to call, and we'll be back with more calls right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Bob, you're on the air, Bobby.
Hey, what's up?
How are you, sir?
Well, you know, I hit a cop, so not that great.
You what?
I hit a cop, so I'm not doing all that great.
Why would you hit a cop? Why'd you hit a cop?
Well, you know, I was just kind of backing up into a parking lot and
you hit a cop?
Really
you hit his car?
Looking too low and, you know, just knocked his bike over and...
One of those bike riding cops. It's a motorcycle?
Yeah, a motorcycle bike or a bike?
Was it a Schwinn or was it a...
Harley. It was a Beamer.
It was...
a Beamer.
Yeah, it was a Beamer bike.
It was a motorcycle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
the cops don't go around riding bikes.
Some agencies do.
That's the thing about it. The states love to buy Harleys and Beamers for cops. But
They do.
It's like, was that necessary?
So, you know, I busted the mirror off, right? I know this mirror is going to cost me like $700 because of the BMW now.
All right, so
riding like,
it was an accident. Is that what you're saying? You accidentally backed into a cop's motorcycle this morning, so you're not having the best start to your weekend.
Not the best start. No. It's not the way my good weekends usually start.
Right. You can pretend like it was an accident, and that's your story. Is that how it goes, or what?
Well, you know, I watched it go down, so, you know.
Could have saved it, Terry.
Did you take off, or did you stay there and talk to him about it?
Well, you know, they just there was a half dozen cops in the coffee shop, and they just all marched out immediately, so it wasn't
I would have been a run for it.
Stop and talk. I mean, if I would have had a chance to take off, I probably would have, but, you know.
You don't need it. I mean,
you don't want the rush of having 7 cops that's just newly implanted donuts in their systems coming after you like that? You don't want that?
I know. It's like I don't even need a coffee after that. It's like, shit, how late can you get?
Oh,
no kidding. That'll definitely wake you up.
And this just happened minutes ago, so that's what you wanted. You wanted to tell us about your little story from the morning. Okay, well, thank you.
Like that.
Thank you for sharing, and I hope the rest of the weekend turns out a little better.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now, I don't condone Terry running for the cops.
No, I would hope
But if you watch some of these chases on TV, it looks like...
You love them, don't you?
Well, I'm not saying I love them. Sometimes they can be pretty boring, actually. Except the guy who was in the tank who was just running over the whole neighborhood.
I saw that again recently. That was unbelievable.
I don't know how you get access to a tank, but that was pretty entertaining.
I know. How do you?
But actually, yeah, we've been so exposed to a lot of these police chases that they are kind of getting pretty dull. So I can tell you that I am not entertained by them, Terry. Just so you know, and it's on the record. All right?
Running from the cops.
And we don't condone. Although it does look like quite a rush, I would never do such a thing. Just keep that in mind.
Okay. That sounds like a really good idea to run from the cops in a tank when you're high on meth.
Mm-hmm.
Great idea.
Was the guy high on meth?
You think?
Wow.
Yeah, he was on a nice one.
That tank just does some serious damage on a regular residential street.
It never would have stopped it if he wouldn't have. He like high-centered it on a barrier or something.
You just don't realize how destructive.
Oh my gosh,
a tank can be on your typical residential street. I mean, you realize it could be destructive, but to the proportion that it just crushes everything in its wake and everything that is just standing ahead of it, just street signs just going down like they're twigs.
Yeah, you're thinking, okay, he's going to hit a motorhome, he'll stop.
And they just keep going,
Holy crap. Insane.
What else is happening, Terry? What else? Don't you have a cop story or some story you wanted to tell us about earlier that you started?
I do. I got a story here about a 38-year-old woman who actually hid her car keys in her female private area because she wanted to avoid getting a DUI.
Wow, that's serious panic right there.
Yeah.
She hid her car. She hid her keys in her VJ.
Yes.
To try to get off of a DUI situation.
Yeah, because she already had one under her belt and she didn't want to get another one, so.
Hiding your keys in your VJ, that's serious.
Okay.
She's lucky she wasn't a janitor, Terry. Hang on, officer.
I know.
Only 4 keys to go here because they tend to have a little bigger key ring than the average person, you know, Terry.
True.
Terry can do it. Oh, Terry with a room to spare. Wow. I have room here for yours, and yours too.
Sounds good.
Oh, my gosh.
So, did she have to cough up the evidence, Terry, or what? Did they have to probe the situation? And
I think it took them a while to find it.
Did they get a warrant? What'd they have to do? What do you have to do in those situations? Let's say you pull over a woman, Terry. You're wired into the day-to-day occurrences of the police world more than the next person. If your husband or someone he knew was rolling up on someone that was a suspected DUI candidate, and lo and behold, the person told them, hey, I don't even have keys. And that particular officer suspected that they may have hidden it in a certain feminine cavity.
Wow.
What do you then do based on your training at the academy, Terry, or the things you may have picked up along the way on your job training there, Terry? Do you make an immediate search? Do you call in backup? Do you call some feminine backup? Well,
yeah, I believe I'm not positive, so I don't know. But
you just appreciate the effort to such a degree you just let him go this time.
Job well done, woman. We'll see you later.
Yeah, I gotta admire the commitment. And I'm going to let you off,
there
even though you're just a threat to everyone on the road because you could barely stand up. I'm going to let you go.
Just please walk home, and we'll call it a day.
Yeah, but obviously you're not going to be able to drive home since you have no keys.
Yeah.
No keys. Yeah,
so probably, they would probably wait until that person called someone to come get them.
Well, why should they be able to get off they would let them off the hook, though?
I don't know for sure. All I know is that
if you're willing to hide your keys in your VJ,
I don't know.
Terry's saying she has some suspicion that you may be able to get off on the potential charge.
Not if the cop was following you in your car that was swerving. I don't think he's going to be fooled by that one.
Right.
I just saw you driving, actually, so the keys are somewhere.
Well, then show me, officer. Where are the keys? How can I drive a car without keys? Where are the keys?
Well, we're not leaving until we find them.
Right.
Well, you may want to help me.
If you're going to challenge me to pull back the meat curtains, I'll do it!
Oh, I give it away.
I don't know,
Well,
Terry.
a male cop can't. I know a male cop would have to call for a female.
She didn't hide the keys in her VJ, Terry. Where do you get this stupid story?
Desperate after one DUI.
Oh, look, she's handing it to me.
I'd probably hide him somewhere.
Is this what you're reading right here? Right?
Yes.
See if you can hide in your VJ.
Mine's
too much sand.
Yeah, I ruffled it so much I can't even read it. Well. Yeah, January 12th. Jennifer Lowry.
And I'm sure
denied she had been driving at all.
Right.
In fact, denied she even had keys to the car. Cops asked her to take a breathalyzer. She cursed them out. She was,
That's great.
Yeah, you can deny you have keys. They can still make you take a breathalyzer. And
F you. That's great.
Yeah, it may not be the best next move after you've thrown them for a loop. I imagine you've thrown the cops for a loop when you tell them, hey, I don't know where the keys are.
Right.
I don't have keys. I wasn't driving. How could I drive without keys? Show me the keys.
I actually have you on video driving.
Exactly.
I'd hate to have to point this out to you, but they're kind of halfway sticking out of your little
Shouldn't have wore the skirt today, lady.
Mm-hmm.
Might have got away with
it. Wow is right. All right, well, she was taken to the police station after she blew twice the legal limit. Okay, wonderful. Doesn't look like she's scot-free here, Terry.
No, you're right.
All right?
Yep.
Okay. Nell! You're on the air. Good morning to you, Nell.
Hey, how's it going?
Is that your name, Nell?
No, it's Mel. My brother's Mel.
How do you... Thanks for clearing it up.
What?
How do you spell your name, sir? I figured Nell would be a woman. How do you spell your name?
Melson.
Oh, Nelson.
Yeah.
So they call you Nell?
No. Yeah, go ahead. Anything's fine.
All right.
Just call me what?
Pasty decided to call you Nell. All right. What can we do for you, Nell?
I just want to make a comment about that swordfish. I know it took a while, but can you train those animals to intentionally kill people?
Well, it was a stingray, and see how the minds are working now out there? Yeah. I have people convinced that the stingrays are lining up against the humans, Terry, and they're plotting their next move right now.
Geez.
And this man is taking it to a different level. He's saying, well, maybe T-Man's a little bit peculiar with his theory, but maybe some terrorists out there. Maybe this is part of the Al-Qaeda training. They're pulling the stingrays aside and saying, hey, you either join us, either you're with us or you're against us, and they're training them to strike out against Americans. And the first person they took out was a 57-year-old lady looking for a little suntan on her yacht.
We got her. You know, as insane as that sounds, I know the Navy uses dolphins. They train dolphins to work for them, the U.S. Navy.
Yeah, that is true.
Can you train a stingray is the question. I don't have the answer to that, but that's something we could look into and get right back to you. That's radio jargon for, well, forget this call ever happened.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
All right? I don't know if you could train a stingray.
Oh, I wouldn't try.
Yeah.
Take my chances.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, if that's all the terrorists have left as far as their arsenal of dirty tricks, I think we've made some progress in this war on terror. I'd start to actually believe in what George W. has been telling us.
And what's that again?
I don't know. I really don't listen to him anymore.
The T-Man Show.
Nico, you're on the air. Hello, Nico.
T-Man the Great, man. You were so right yesterday, man. I called about the taking that under by mistake.
I was so right yesterday, Terry.
So right.
What about today, the day before yesterday, every day preceding that? Yes. Oh, you're talking about the college basketball picks I gave on the air. Is that right, Nico?
Yeah, you said it was going to be the best mistake I've ever made.
I did.
It was.
You didn't hit a 6-for-6 parlay, Nico.
Yes, I did, sir.
Wow.
Nico.
Come on.
Stop it.
Nico, I know you want to impress your friends. You want to impress all the ladies with that kind of... 6-for-6 parlays are almost unhittable. It's almost like being struck by lightning, Nico.
My wife already hijacked the money, so it don't matter.
Nico, if you want to compliment me on the fact that I said take Stanford, give the points, they will blow out Cornell. If you did that, you won. If you want to compliment me for saying Georgia has blown their wad, Terry, they will lose. I specifically even pointed out in the second half, everything's going to crumble on them. They'll lose to Xavier. Take Xavier, lay the points. If you did that, you won. If you want to point out that I gave winners out galore yesterday, which I ain't giving out for free, you're going to have to call my 900 number today, Terry, to get those winners. If you want to point out that I was giving away free money on the air with my picks, well, that is fine. But if you want to tell me that you had a 6-for-6 parlay, Nico, I'm not even pretending like I can hit 6-for-6 parlays, Nico.
You can call my brother. He went and picked up the money last night. I'm telling you, he's down there.
And how much?
Now.
Well, if you hit a 6-for-6 parlay, I will give you my hearty congratulations, sir. How much did you win? Well, it was 6-for-6 parlays, Terry. You pick a 6-teamer, that's like 50-1 odds.
Right.
48-1. I won $2,450.
So you put $100 on it?
No, I put $50
$50 on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that math would work. And you got cashed out $24 some odd dollars. $2,400 some odd dollars.
I put it like this, T-Man. I want to get invited to T-Man's playing the Vegas with you. Just so I can use your brain with my kahunas. I can make some big money.
Today's games are starting right now. This is Nico's little crafty way of trying to get himself on a party plane, which has its details being worked out right now.
Wow.
Maybe his line of bullcrap works with the ladies, how he's cashing big-time wagers at the windows of Vegas, but it ain't gonna work to get on any party plane of ours. All right, Nico, we'll put you in first class. starting right now, Terry.
I got one at 9:25 a.m. I'm looking at a little Gonzaga-Davidson matchup in the Midwest Regional in Omaha, Nebraska.
So you still got money in your account. You took my picks and I told you to walk to the bank. I told you not to run.
Okay.
I told you to take my picks. Stanford would blow out Cornell. They did. Xavier would crush Georgia in the second half. Exactly the way I thought it would go down.
Right.
I think they'd be losing by 10 in the first half. But doesn't matter. Back door, side door, front door covers. I don't care as long as you win.
I sauntered to the bank more like it.
You sauntered?
He skipped. He sauntered. He sashayed to the bank. What's the game? You're still minutes away from tip-off, and he's still thinking about getting a wager into.
Oh, yeah. I got 20 minutes till Davidson-Gonzaga. The 7-10 matchup in the Midwest Regional.
Davidson against Gonzaga?
Davidson is -2.
Davidson's favorite against Gonzaga?
They are by 2.
Wow, how the mighty have fallen.
I would agree with that.
Davidson, a no-name team.
Where are they out of?
Favorite against the Bulldogs of Gonzaga.
Yes. Davidson, North Carolina.
Ooh.
Sure you've been there. No Morrison, no Rivio. Boy, that team was falling.
Rivio graduated?
He did, yeah. He's playing overseas somewhere, thank goodness. Didn't see his little face anymore.
Oh, geez, he had a very small head.
He did.
Ah, wow. I don't have I have an opinion on that game, but it'll be found on my 900 number. I'm not giving away free winners today. At least not in that game. I don't know. I don't have a strong feeling on that game. I would be tempted to say, take the Bulldogs.
I'll do it. Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say? Whatever you say, I'm in.
But I don't have a strong feeling on this game. But even when I don't have a strong feeling, the likelihood is it will be a winner, Terry.
Yes.
It's basically a pick-em more or less. You're getting 2 points. Take the 2 points. Walk. Maybe even crawl. But you're headed to the bank.
Gonzaga had wins against Connecticut, Western Kentucky, and St. Mary's.
I think Davidson has a player on their team that's averaging like 28 points a game or something like that.
Wow.
I think Davidson has a player on the team that's averaging like 26.
Del Curry's kid, Stephen Curry.
Is that
right.
who it is?
Yeah.
Del Curry's kid?
Yep.
Oh, bloodlines too, huh?
Yeah.
Still, box and one. Take the Bulldogs.
25 points a game.
That's all you need is one big player on a team in the big dance, Terry. And you can, go all the way to the Final Four and then some. You don't need 2 players. It's not like the NBA.
Right.
I know you are completely following everything I'm telling you here, Terry.
We watched it last night. We watched UCLA, the rest of that.
That's why I missed anyone get kicked off American Idol that I need to know about, because all I was watching was games last night, Terry.
Well, that was on Wednesday that they did the kicking off.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
So I didn't miss anything last night.
No.
Well, I don't know what I was doing Wednesday, but I must have been getting ready for
And they kicked off the wrong person again. Had the right bottom 2, but the little country girl needs to go.
She's still around?
Yes, but she's around because of her looks.
She ain't that good looking.
Well, America loves her.
Whatever. Middle America.
Maybe so.
All right, give me some final stories of the morning, Terry. We're in the final hour of the first day of spring on a Friday. It's a good Friday, don't you know? What do you got?
Well,
then I'm
just
going back to the foods. What do you got?
A new study has found that marriage is actually good for your health.
You know, I thought Nico, by the way, yesterday said that he was making it a $100 16 parlay.
Yeah, I did too.
Nico's got a lot of the wrong answers.
Oh, no, it's a $100 parlay, but he gets 50 of it, so he only wins 50 because he split it with his brother, it sounds like.
Oh,
I thought he said he cashed based on a $50 wager. Oh, no. Nico's little commentary may be a tad suspect. But whatever. If he won, congratulations. I just think 16 parlays are basically unhittable. But whatever.
Yeah, it's 40 hit to 1 odds is what it is.
But Lomo, Nico's
on a
the
mistake.
man yesterday.
He hits it on a mistake, too, but if he would have...
And I thought, actually, the UCLA game that he said that was the mistake, he had the over. And it was an under.
No, he picked the wrong team. He picked the UC.
He said he had the over-under on the UCLA game.
I don't remember.
That's how I remember it, but whatever. What do you got, Terry? What do you have there?
Well, I just gave you something. Obviously, you didn't hear it. So I guess
I'll try listening this time, yeah. Mm-hmm.
How about this?
Yes?
Marriage is actually good for your health, according to a new study.
Marriage is good for your health.
Yes.
Well, there's been a lot of studies like that. It's a big one.
Well, but the thing is that the relationship has to be really solid.
Marriage is good for your health if the relationship is really solid.
Yes.
So, in other words, marriage is bad for your health.
No. You would hope that most marriages are, have a nice solid foundation.
You would hope, and you would hope you could hit a 9-team parlay.
Right. You can take a dump in one hand and wish in the other and see what happens first.
Marriage is good for your health if the relationship is very solid.
Right.
So, in other words, steer clear of marriage if you want to live.
Yeah, and if I was 6 foot tall, I'd be a model.
So where's my TV coverage this morning? How am I going to follow the big dance if I can't hear it? Is it here? I don't hear anything. All right.
We got no TV for the tournament? What the hell is going on in here?
One day of the tournament done, and I got no TV?
Nothing. Oh, boy.
Better figure it out. Got Davidson and Gonzaga. Take it off.
I'm saying.
What other games we got at 9 o'clock this morning? What other 9 o'clock games do we have?
You won early, do you?
In the works. Give me some point spreads. We're on a roll. We can't be stopped.
Oh, you didn't make a comment about Gonzaga yet.
I said Gonzaga.
I said call your 900 number if I want an answer.
I said take Gonzaga. Take the points.
But you want me to crawl. I don't want to crawl.
I'm not
I want
to run.
I can't just
run free.
I can't just pretend it's my 4-star special of the day. I'm sorry. I can't pretend that it's the lock of the year.
Too late for this one, but
I don't have a strong feeling on it, but I think if you take Gonzaga in the points, you might wind up happy, and you may not. Don't blow your wad on that game. That's for sure.
You know who's playing right now that we forgot action on?
Well, no game is tipped off yet.
Oh, yeah.
Still got a couple of seconds.
Stop it.
Sounds like someone's already going.
Mary's in South Alabama are all 10 seeds. St. Joseph's at 11.
Nothing's going on yet.
The papers are.
All right.
The Hated Bulldogs from Drake are teeing it up.
We got the Drake on this morning early.
That's what it says. Against Western Kentucky.
All right. And the other 9 o'clock game is...
Look at him just...
Give me another story. Give me another story. What do you got, Terry?
The other story I have for you, apparently...
The last one of the morning?
No. I've got a couple more.
All right. Well, this may be the last one of the morning.
Stats for you.
Yes, go ahead.
25% of people found their soulmate in less than 5 dates.
Well, I mean, they probably knew it was their soulmate in less than 5 dates. It shouldn't really take all that long to come to a conclusion as to whether someone is, in fact, the person you're prepared to spend the rest of your life with. 5 dates is usually about a good 3-4 week period, fresh out of the box in a new relationship. I mean, you don't start a relationship by going out 5 times in 1 week.
No, I understand
If you do, it's destined to hit a brick wall. So it shouldn't really take more than a month to figure out whether someone is the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Now, you shouldn't get engaged in the first month.
Right. We've talked about the little rules there.
You should know, but you should wait and see if you were right.
Yes, but you should be, what is it? You're engaged within the first year to year and a half, right?
Well, the T-Man rule, don't pretend like you know the T-Man rules.
Asking
you have to take out your little booklet on that, apparently.
Geez.
Take out your little booklet of T-Man rules right now.
Hold on, let me get it.
In the list of rules, which goes through 400 rules now, I believe we're up to, Terry, somewhere, give or take.
Yeah.
This is one of the earliest rules ever stamped down on the Sacred Scrolls, Terry. This is rule number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah, you have client 9, you have rule 9. And this rule is T-Man rule for proper engagement. You shouldn't get engaged before 8 months, and you shouldn't get engaged after a year and 8 months.
There you go.
The window for proper engagement is 8 months to a year and 8 months. No reason why anyone should get engaged. You need to know everything there is to know, and you can't find that out before 8 months has elapsed. And there's no reason why someone should keep you out like a piece of clothing hanging out to dry for more than a year and 8 months. If you haven't figured out whether you want to marry someone in a year and 8 months, well, obviously that person isn't the person that you should be marrying. So the rules for proper engagement, T-Man rule number 9. Is a year and 8 months, no further than that, and no sooner than 8 months. Thank you very much. Let's proceed on with the show.
All right.
1-866-663. T-Man is the number to call. We have time to race through some calls right here. Toll free, 1-866-663 T-Man. And Mike, you're on the air. Hello, Mike.
Hey, what's up, man?
How are you, Mike?
All right.
What do you got?
Situation, I thought you might be able to help me out with.
I can help everyone in any situation, so you've called the right guy. Yes, Mike.
Right on. So, my brother and I...
My specialty, by the way, Mike, is relationship issues. If you have any relationship problems with a girl you know, maybe some girl who's out of line, a girl who's bugging the hell out of you, hit me with it. That's my area of expertise, amongst many. Yes, Mike, what's your situation, though?
It's actually my brother. We're actually first cousins, grew up together since booger days.
Nice.
From the booger days, yes.
Those are like a long time ago or now?
That was probably yesterday, so they just met, and now they're getting along really well.
Those days never ended.
Yes, Mike, from the booger days to today, what's the situation between you and your brother?
Well, he cruises over to my house, right, for a haircut, and I hook him up with a haircut, and he tells me...
You cut your brother's hair?
Yeah, I'm a part-time barber.
All right, well, you don't even have to be a part-time barber to cut a close family member's hair. But you are, so that gives you extra credibility. All right, so you're a part-time barber and you cut your brother's hair, and what's the problem?
Well, he says to me, I'll get you later, all right? So, no problem. About goes by.
Wait. I'll get you later on what? On payment?
Paying.
Yeah.
You're charging your own brother for a haircut, Mike?
Sounds like it.
It's a little frugal where I come from, Mike. I don't care if you need cash to make ends meet. You shouldn't be charging your own brother that you've been raised with from the booger days for any kind of service like that, Mike. Come on.
All right, look at it like this. If I paid my way through school, I might as well be charging for the haircut.
Fine,
right?
Mike. It's very noble. It's wonderful that you paid your own way through school. Doesn't make it right that you charge your brother if he comes over for a haircut, Mike. It's wrong.
It's family.
He's family, Mike. Family. Mike.
Well, I mean, it's $10.
Oh, $10. That's fine. No.
He's still family.
Sever a relationship with your family member for $10.
Mike. Now look at it. Now you're in a fight with your brother that you got along with fine in the booger days, but now you're fighting over a 10 spot. Is that really necessary, Mike? Exactly my point.
There's more to the story, though.
Mike, I've heard all I need to hear. You're trying to charge your brother for a haircut. It's wrong.
You're right. All right.
Okay. So call your brother. Call your brother and tell him you're sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Call your brother. Tell him you don't know what you were thinking. Brothers don't act that way.
Yeah.
I mean, you're blood brothers, right? You don't charge your blood brother $10 for a haircut. If it's one of your friends, you can't let every friend get away with free haircuts.
Is differently, but I mean, family is family, and really.
Call him up right now, Mike. Come on.
Things tend to work out from time to time. If he picks you up in his car, does he charge you for wear and tear on the seats and gas
exactly.
money?
When you go over to his house for food, is he charging you for the plate?
The fact that Mike not only would lay out his hand and take the $10 from his brother, but on top of that is now angry with the fact that his brother's late on his payment for his haircut.
Yeah. What, no tip? More importantly, how about the East Regional matchup at 9:15 a.m. with the Tennessee Volunteers taking on American University? Good old Rocky Top.
Rocky Top,
Tennessee.
Wow, Tennessee.
That's my team this year.
When they were on the spotlight, when they were seriously being
some music players
watched on a grand scale earlier this year, facing Memphis, trying to beat the undefeated Tigers at the time, they were absolutely able to take care of that business, so they have a little ability to perform when necessary. American, never been in the dance before, Terry. A school that's been around for quite a while in Washington, D.C., and yet no one's ever heard of them.
I was going to say.
They're a little bit in it too deep right here against Tennessee. If the point spread is less than 15, I'm saying take the Volunteers and walk briskly to the bank.
You don't even know the spread and you want me to walk.
I don't know the spread. I'm just telling you that if you're going to tell me the spread
497.
Oh, well, in that case, I say take America.
Okay.
I think they can cover that.
Okay.
I'm going to wait and hear what the spread is, but I'm already putting on record that if it's less than 15, you're taking the Volunteers and you're not looking back. What's the spread?
American University has league MVP Garrison Carr on their team. Don't forget that team, man.
Garrison Carr.
I don't care if they have Garrison Hurst. I don't care who they got.
Okay. Lloyd Carr.
They ain't beating Tennessee.
Okay.
Now, what is the point spread? That's what it comes down to.
It is 19.5 points.
Now, that's what I was afraid of. Just enough points to make you worry. Just enough points where even if they're up by 24 at the half, they put the subs in the second half and you get a backdoor cover. At 19.5 points is a tough little point spread to think that Tennessee, they're very capable of covering it. Will they cover it? I can't. You'll have to have these questions answered on my 900 number. All right?
You saw how the number 2 seed Duke struggled yesterday with the 15 seed. Could it happen again today?
Duke was done. Duke was history.
Yes.
Duke was toast. They got a lot of calls down the stretch, by the way, because Krzyzewski, with his little pouty face, was obviously some of the referees felt like they owed him or something. Because when Belmont, I can't believe the racetrack janitors were able to put together such a squad here. When they were ready to take that thing and just open up their lead, they're up by 1 with less than a minute to go. The dude defending the guy with the ball was like hacking him all the way down the court. Did you see that? No whistles, no call? But then again, when Belmont had a chance to win it at the end, Terry.
Yes.
Call a timeout, design a play. Lob it right into the biggest player on Duke.
Oh.
I don't think that's the way you drew it up. And if that's what's in your playbook, I'd rip out that page right now. Did you see that play, Terry?
Probably don't need that play.
You said you watched the games last night.
I didn't see all of them.
Belmont has a chance to win it with like 2 seconds left. Right. That's the only game worth watching last night.
All right.
Yeah, they're down 1.
They're down 1. They got 2 seconds in the ball underneath the...
Yeah, more than 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, there was 2 seconds, but that was the other end.
Yeah, like 10 seconds.
They got like 4, 10 seconds, whatever. Okay. Were they up by 1 or down by 1 at the time? They were down by 1. Yeah, down by 1.
I don't know.
Draw up a play. Throws it right to the guy on Duke, Terry. Yeah, you might not want to go back to that play in the future. Not that it matters anymore.
Oh, don't throw it to the guy on Duke. I'm sorry, Coach. Got it now.
You got to listen carefully in the
next time. I'm going to nail it. I'm going to throw it to a guy on my team. I swear. Don't cut me.
Don't cut me.
Christina, Salem, you're on the air. Yes, Terry, what?
I was going to give you another little stat of the day.
All right, we'll take a little stat of the day. Hang on, there's plenty of time for everything. Yes, Christina.
Before you
we're
talking about the
What can I do for you? What can I do for you, baby? Yeah.
I have an interesting situation. My sister found porn sites on her computer from her husband, and she asked my advice, and I kind of want a guy's perspective so I can give her good advice. She's offended and what have you, and doesn't know what to say to him.
Yes.
Can you help me out?
Well, I would tell your sister that it sounds like her husband is a normal, breathing, functioning, heart-beating human being to me. I mean, what man is going to turn down the onslaught of free porn sites that are now available and in full force on the internet, Terry?
But there are a lot of men who don't do that.
I'm sorry, I got to be faithful. I'd be unfaithful to be looking at these free porn sites that are throwing free porn clips right in my lap. That makes me unfaithful. That makes me a bad husband because I'm watching free porn clips that everyone else in the world is watching.
There are a lot of men who don't do it.
Well, they're stupid.
Well, they just don't. Maybe
they don't have enough of a sex drive or some kind of
not true. Maybe it's just
weirdos
to sit on your computer all day long, every single day for hours on end.
No one's talking about a guy who's sitting in front of his computer for hours on end. She's telling me about a situation where her sister, is it your sister or your friend?
It's my sister.
Your sister told her about her husband having porn sites bookmarked or in his favorites or in his cache or whatever. So no one, obviously, she's probably aware that her husband isn't sitting in front of his computer obsessed with his tongue hanging out with drool all over the desk there, Terry, watching at nauseum. He just knows of and watches on occasion these free porn clips that are now available that weren't available even upwards of a year or two ago. Any guy who's not taking advantage and watching it on occasion, I don't care if you're the happiest married person in the world, is a weirdo. So tell your sister you're obviously not married to a weirdo. Wonderful. You chose well, a normal guy.
Now, they had an agreement, though.
If your sister is bent out of shape over the fact that she realizes her husband has, on occasion, gone to one of those porn sites that are very available right now, well, then she's got the problem. She's got a major problem. She is way too wrapped up too tight. She's wound up too tight, and if she's going to make a big issue out of it, that is her issue and no one else's.
All right.
You ask my opinion, you got it. And if she tries to make a big deal,
I wanted the guy's opinion.
If she tries to make my opinion is, if she tries to make a big deal out of this with her husband, she is way overstepped. She's way overdone. She's way too, as you like to say. She's being too. And tell her to take a breath and chill out. Her husband has done nothing wrong. He has not in any way violated their marriage.
Okay.
All right?
All right, thanks. Have a good one, you guys.
Christina. My gosh, the fact that I even have to answer that call. The fact that I even have to answer questions like that. You cheated on me. Whatever. Now I'm about to.
Wow.
So if you can act like that over something so ridiculously simple, like looking at a porn site, then I might as well get my money's worth. Where's your sister?
Where's your sister?
Because I know she's been checking me out for years. But I've been a good husband and haven't touched her when she's laying it up on a platter for me.
Wow, really?
Not to mention all your little friends that give me F-me eyes all the time. But I'm a good husband, and where has it gotten me? Nowhere. I'm already getting all the accusations that any man doesn't need to handle.
Why are you yelling at me like that and saying those vicious things?
Dude, I'm just putting myself in the mind
and I'm putting myself
of this couple. A man gets assaulted. He gets attacked by his wife because he looked at a couple of porn sites. Please.
I think you can sit down and talk it out reasonably, and you don't have to be all crazy and yelling.
When you're being confronted like that over something so minuscule, you might as well go out and get your money's worth. If that's the way your wife's going to act. You wronged me. Looking at all those naked, raunchy girls having sex on your computer. How did I wrong you? What did I do? I'm a good husband. I'm faithful. All the other guys are running around behind their wives' backs, and I'm doing nothing, and look what I'm getting here. Get out of my face. It's over.
Oh, my God. Who's being ridiculous now?
You are.
No, you are. You want to file for divorce, and all we can do is just sit here and talk it out.
You brought it on yourself.
All I'm saying is that I'm not really comfortable after finding that.
Well, not being comfortable is one thing, but accusing me of being a bad husband or cheating on you or anything of that effect is over the line. Well, you're not comfortable? Well, get comfortable.
Well, maybe you should have just came to me in the first place and said, hey, I've got some porn sites, and maybe I would like to enjoy it with you.
Well, you're so frigid. That I know that you react this way.
Well, that's too bad, because you can't even get rigid.
Well, watch me go right now. Because Busty Dusty is about to do some really nasty things to this little college boy right here.
The American dream, Death the Roads. Oh, not that Dusty? Okay. More importantly, how do you feel about the South Regional matchup, the 7-10 matchup from Coral Gables, Florida, the Hurricanes, your 7th seed, taking on the 10th seed, St. Mary's.
Miami playing in their own state?
The South Regional, is that in Miami?
It's at Coral Gables.
Well, that's where the college is located.
Oh, that's where the college is located.
Yeah, the Hurricanes from Coral Gables, also called Miami, not sure why.
Playing against who now?
St. Mary's from the West Coast Conference. St. Mary's lost in the semifinals of the tournament.
And still got in, huh?
Oh, jeez.
Well, they must have had a good year.
They beat Drake, Oregon, and Gonzaga.
They are no strangers to the big dance. They have some tournament experience. Obviously, you realize you can ask for my opinion without telling me the point spread.
Miami +1.
Oh, wow. So basically a pick 'em in that game, too. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, Miami playing in a major conference is going to be more war-tested than St. Mary's. However...
First appearance since joining the ACC. ACC.
Well, Big East.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Unless they're back in the ACC.
Yeah, they're in the ACC
back in the ACC.
4 years ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, they belong in the ACC.
They do.
Oh, I don't know. I would say take Miami and...
It started with I don't know.
I don't like these pick'em games.
If you don't like them, say you don't like them. You don't have to like them all.
I like them enough to bet on them.
Well, I like them all.
But they're not my 4-star special.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
I say take Miami.
Okay, if you insist.
There you go.
Do you want to go halves with me?
Oh, jeez.
Have I been wrong yet?
You have not been wrong.
My 5-star specials are on my numbers.
Oh, wow.
I can't wait for those.
5-star special.
Now, your stat of the day, could it make it till Monday or no? Or is it just going to be irrelevant? I mean
really, because...
Is it a topical kind of situation that on Monday it'll be past the point?
We can talk about it on Monday, but
we'll
you know what?
Monday.
More than likely, we're not even going to get to it on Monday.
Oh, we'll get to it Monday, Terry.
Because do you see how many things that I've always saved till Monday?
Oh, I'm up against a break on Monday already, Terry. So we're out.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Save it till Monday. Yeah, my corner over there is stacked with Save It Till Monday articles.
All right, we'll save it till Monday. We're going to get to it on Monday, I promise.
I have another one of those, too.
And, let me see if I can sneak in another game.
Oh, you can sneak in another call.
Well, the call has been waiting forever, Terry. Your stories are not more important than the calls, unless you want to tell them something that they don't know. Amanda in South San Fran, you're on the air. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I've got a big problem.
Yeah.
Let me butter it up for you real quick. Okay, so I'm a single mother. I've got kids. I'm in college. I'm doing everything I can, and my brakes just went out.
Your brakes went out. All right.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, is there anything anyone could do to help me?
I know Midas charges pretty reasonable rates.
Sure.
Les Schwab is pretty good with brakes.
Pretty much everybody does brakes.
Can anyone help her out? What you hear yesterday's show, we had a little garage sale moment, and now everyone's coming on with the little problems.
I listen to your show every day. I love you. I listen to it in my car on my way.
Let me give you a free break.
All right. Everyone that listens gets free breaks. What a deal.
Anyone who can prove they're a listener, Terry, gets free breaks on this program, and everyone knows that, Terry.
Gosh.
It's the only way we can keep people around.
Time to look into the old bus pass.
Amanda.
That works.
There is a seat on the bus with your name on it.
Right next to a homeless guy.
And he won't smell that bad if you breathe out of your mouth. All right? Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride.
The T-Man Show.
The Gales of St. Mary are out quick over the Hurricanes of Miami, Terry.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Can that be an upset?
Well, that would be considered an upset if a 10 beats a 7. Not obviously the biggest
Not
upset in the history of the world, but there's been no upsets up to now. And this tournament is crying out for a big upset. This certainly wouldn't be that, especially since St. Mary's is favored. And that's why it kind of...
I'm sorry, I made a mistake when I told you that. Miami -1. I read it again.
Miami -1?
It's a pick-em, basically.
See, when you tell me that a small conference team is favored over a big conference team, it makes me lean towards a small conference team. Now I want St. Mary's. Even though it's still 1 point. Either way. Anyhow, and I know a really hot girl that goes to St. Mary's and plays on the basketball team.
Really?
Yes. She must be almost a senior
basketball
by now.
player?
I think she must be a senior by now, because when I knew her, she was just going in. It was about, maybe she's even out of the school by now. You don't know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so, yeah. Down at the...
Yeah, down at the joint. Yeah.
Down at the joint?
Really cute.
What joint?
She was like...
Where we hoop it up, Terry?
She was like a senior, go
She's
on.
like, T-Man, you got some hops, baby. I'm like, yeah.
Let me really show you my...
more where that came from.
Jeez, really?
Yes.
All right.
You can't play worth a lick, but you got some hops. Anyway, I can do a lot of other things worth a lick, though. I'll tell you that right
now. Oh, jeez.
Terry, yeah.
Yes, T-Man.
I don't know. She's still on the team.
Did she make it officially?
Oh, she's good. Yeah,
really?
She was a starter as a freshman.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. I think I'm guessing she's got to be around a senior. Run down the St. Mary's girls roster real quick, Pasty.
Oh,
Pasty.
my pleasure.
Pasty, look, can you go to the website of St. Mary's girls, women's, ladies basketball team, the girls of St. Mary's, and tell me who is on. Is there a... I don't want to tell you her name. I'll just tell you after I hear all the names if she's on it.
Okay.
Yes, I don't want to call her out right now, Terry.
There is a Jasmine Smith.
Keep going. I'm not going to react to any name, yes.
Oh, there is a Lauren Shaughnessy.
You are the worst.
What year? I couldn't help but react. What year? What year is she?
I got a hometown, so I'm...
What year is she?
I'm not going to react.
Did you say what year she is?
Senior, sorry.
Senior. I told you she'd be around this year. I know my girls. Yeah.
I'm not going to react.
Sure,
just read the names.
I'm sure she's really good. I haven't thought about her in a few years.
Oh, yeah, that's
right. All right.
She's good looking, too, isn't she?
Let me see.
Yeah, that's her. Tan.
Yeah. She's hot, man. Yeah. She may not like guys, I'm not sure. But
she said you had hops.
She said I had hops, Terry. That's right, because I do. My vertical leap is very impressive.
Wow.
And if I ever played basketball at any level growing up, I was such the baseball player, Terry. You know, I went to college playing baseball. If I ever focused on basketball, I would have been all world.
Wow.
Not really. But it was baseball, and only baseball. Yes. So anyway, Lauren, I can still take you one-on-one, baby. If you're listening right now, I'm sure you're watching your men's team right now out of the box. Pretty damn nice against Miami. So let's see if they pull it out.
Yep. Oh.
I know I would have. She would have given me a window of opportunity, Terry.
Oh, box this out.
Terry will be down to 16 by Monday. I know you're loving it. Okay, I know you can't wait till this thing is over.
No, actually, I was asking last night at my house.
No time for questions.
And I was like, what has happened at the end of the weekend? How many are we down? Because I was just curious.
Happy Easter. Enjoy your dance.
You too.
Wonderful first day of spring. See you Monday.
The T-Man Show.